everybody, and have I told you how much I fucking hate cats? Goddamn cats. Anyway, welcome to the show. Keep in mind, yeah, I know, right?
I did
You
it for
tried.
you.
You did. Thank you. But here's the thing, guys. This show is not for children. Not at all. I hope I woke you up a little bit. This is PG-13 plus 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 plus, and we're going to be having ourselves a lot of fun with Black Flag, which is cool. Old Image comic. I do believe it was put out through Image, wasn't it? Pretty sure
Yeah,
it was.
yeah, the
Yeah,
very
yeah,
very
yeah.
first one.
We're gonna, but there's a new one going on, and we're gonna talk about that. But of course, first thing we want to do is say to all you guys, check out those links down below, please. Be part of what we're doing here. We'd love to have any of you on any of our shows. Come and have a chat. This is Fan Speak. This is for us to get together. And of course, if you want to come on here and try your artistic hand, then hit me up on the Twitter and say just to put me on the drone recorder, and I'll get it done. Or you can go to Booster and it'll get done probably 5 days quicker. But that's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I like being DM'd. I'll just sit there and wait for DMs.
He does. He does. Well, how you doing, my pie-eating friend, man? How you doing?
I just woke up a little while ago, but I'm not completely wrecked today, so I'm just okay.
No, you actually sound pretty good. You sound fairly awake. Are we doing bourbon
sound
or
okay.
energy drinks today?
Energy drink now, whiskey later.
Oh, whiskey. Whiskey. All right.
Yeah,
All right. All right.
I have Jack Daniels.
You have Jack Daniels. Wow.
Yeah.
That brings back high school memories. Oh no. What was her
Yeah.
name again? Oh, anyway. But
Jack
yeah.
Daniels?
No,
Oh, no.
that was a joke.
Oh, was he?
Is her name Jack or Daniel? Which one?
Actually, it does bring up a memory. I was doing, I got wrangled in because I can sing, so I got wrangled into doing guys and gals for the drama play at in the high school. And behind the scene, we were drinking Jack and Daniels on our first show, and there was this little girl who drank a little bit too much, and I drank too much too. So don't take anything bad out of it. And we found this little closet in this high school. Well, anyway, let's not get into that. But nevertheless, whiskey also produces whiskey dick. Did you know that, Booster?
I'm gonna know it soon, apparently. But you know what? I'm not using it for anything, so let's go, baby.
That's
let's
true.
party.
That's true. That is good. But anyway, guys, let's get in here and let's talk to the folks we have doing the art, and then we'll go over and talk to Dan and talk a little bit about his project he's got going on, and just him in general. Should be fun. So let's come over here and start with Mr. Adrian. Hello, how you doing, dude?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, I'm great, and I'm glad that you're sounding so enthusiastic and energetic today. It makes my day.
Well, you have Fraga Boom on here. How can I not be
That's
energetic?
fair.
This is
fair.
Adrian using his excited voice. I know him.
This is one of the guys that I looked up to as a kid.
There you go. Well, that makes sense, right? It
He
does
doesn't
make sense.
anymore.
Yeah, no, that image.
Are you saying Dan Frackett's old?
I'm saying
Well,
Blood Strike was
I am
one of
old.
my first
I am old.
comics that I ever owned.
he's just a few
Whoa.
years younger than us, Jiminy. He's
Well, I'm
he's about
young.
our age.
I'm only,
Yeah, I'm
only
sorry.
21.
Well, you look it, but the reality isn't the same, dude. Okay, so we're doing Black Flag today. Adrian is our theme. So what character are you thinking about doing?
I'm not sure. I'm undecided at this point.
Okay, all right. So surprise, no problem, no problem. We'll look forward to see what you're doing as usual. Always happy to have you in here, dude. Let's move down the line and come over to Mr. Eric Hawkins, the most Eric-y of all Erics. How are you doing, sir? It is Eric Hawkins.
We are doing great tonight. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm a little saucy today. I don't know what it is, but I'm a bit saucy today. My wife will
Well, it's
probably be
your
back
Friday.
in an hour. It is my Friday, and I've been off of work for a freaking solid week. Well, not off. I'm still doing things, but I'm a bit stir crazy, I think is what it is. But first questions first, Eric. How was your time on the Pro Edition yesterday?
Third place, baby. Third place.
Place. And what was the theme? What were you guys
Wow.
working on?
It was Tekken last night, and I haven't played
Ooh.
Tekken since 1995.
Wow, Tekken, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a game I got into. I think
I
I played.
beat Mike.
You beat Mike. Oh God, what did I tell you about that? He gets upset.
I'm more of a Street Fighter guy.
Okay. Yeah, well, yes, thank you. That's awesome. I was going to say Mortal Kombat. Thank you, JD. But Zach, you do realize Mike secretly listens to the show all the time, and you just put yourself in the doghouse, right? You know that, right?
Oh, you should have seen what I was saying on Jason Brubaker's, man. And he was there. I was saying it right to his face. So it's much
Okay.
worse than what I just
So you're
said.
brave.
I
All
don't I
right.
think I'm,
Rock
I think I'm
on.
pretty okay.
All right then. I rescind
regret nothing.
my implication. All right, that's fine. But all right, Eric. So what do you think? What are you doing today? What are we gonna do for Black Flag, brother?
I had to do some research because I haven't looked at my Black Flag comics in a while, so I haven't picked which one I'm going to do yet. I've been kind of sketching a little bit of each one of them. So if I could have time, I'll put more in one, but it'll probably only be one.
Okay, all right, all right. So we'll see how that works out. But I'm looking forward to it. We got some great artists in here. We're going to have some really good looking stuff. And there's a couple of points I want to ask to Dan, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to get over there in a second. But let's move on down the line here, and we have Jiminy Cricket from Illustration by Design. Now, of course, Jiminy is automatically going to win as far as I'm concerned. He gets my vote, and that is a badass Superman, dude.
Oh, for me.
Fuck Jiminy.
Oh God, here we go. All right.
So mean.
that
So
sounds
harsh.
that sounds wrong. Jiminy Cricket is your conscious Jim. Come on now.
John Dillard here? Sounds like him. Sounds
All
like
right,
something
sounds
he'd
like
say.
John Dillard. You're right. But
I'm not
Jiminy,
eating tacos.
oh God. But Jiminy, really happy to have you in here, dude. Of course. So what are you
Glad to be
thinking?
here.
What do you got to do, man?
Well, I'm not really familiar with Black Flag, so I was sort of cramming for this exam, 15 minutes before it started. I'm probably gonna do Bubble,
Okay. Yeah.
but I'm not sure how much reference I can find on her. So she doesn't look exactly the way Dan designed her. That's why.
Oh no problem,
I'll
no
do my best.
problem. Yeah. But yeah, no, I actually know more of Dan just from his art, more so than Black Flag itself. I know I must have read it because I read every damn image thing that came out for years. So I know I must have read Black Flag, but I know him more just from his art in general than from the Black Flag comic. But we're going to learn more about it today, so
Cool.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, no, cool. So Bubbles.
Awesome.
All right, sweet. Oh God, JD, hi.
Yo.
How are you today?
Yo.
Oh, in the mood. Oh, I'm here to kick butt and draw pictures. And I'm out of butt.
You're all out of butt.
And
Okay.
you're all out of pictures.
Well, JD, when Booster is here, you're never out of butt, brother. Never. But I guess the question would be,
I got
JD,
that big old booty.
yeah, how is the Bojangles Mafia these days? Just curious.
Oh, you don't want to go near the Bojangles. Trust me, they're gonna bury me.
Bojangle Mafia.
Watch out for the Bojangles, man. Watch out. All right, that's cool, JD.
Next
So,
one's B&Q.
JD, are you familiar with Dan Fraga?
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of his image stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mostly it's extreme stuff. I never got a chance to see Black Flag yet, sadly. I think I might have seen a few issues of it at the flea market.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, but I might try to get some now.
Yeah, well, I still just think, JD, I'm sitting here trying to think of the image stuff with Dan on it. Yeah, you did the Asylum, didn't you?
I did Asylum.
Yeah.
I did Blood Strike, Berserker.
Yeah, Blood Strike. I knew
Supreme.
that one.
Yeah.
It's coming.
There you go. All right, we'll
Been
go.
getting into Blood Strike.
So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna draw here? Savage Dragon?
Oh, me. Savage Dragon isn't part of Black Flag.
Dude, you're on it. JD's on it today, man. We're in trouble. All right, so JD, what are you doing? What are you doing, man?
Oh, I'm just gonna have a kind of a two-team shot.
Uh-huh.
Where Black Flag is
I told
battling
you,
another
JD, what did I tell you before the show? Don't say anything sexually suggestive. It excites Booster.
What? I didn't say anything sexual.
He said
Did
two
I?
shot. It's not my fault. He said it. If you don't
No,
blame,
I said two teams.
no, you said two shot. I
Okay,
can, dude, I can
I'm
back the
wrangling
tape up.
GD. Next.
Next. All right, thanks, JD. Moving on here. We got One Doomed Rabbit. Oh, he's my favorite Brit ever. How you doing, dude?
Yeah, I'm all right, man.
So what are you drinking today? Just curious.
Hey,
Hobgoblin.
Booster was born in England too. I'm just
Uh-oh, Hobgoblin IPA. Why are we doing the Indian Pale Ale stuff? Well, how come that's so popular, IPA stuff?
It's delicious.
It's just tasty.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
delicious
I guess
stuff, man.
those Hindis make beer proper. All right, cool. But let me see that again. Let me see that again. That looks dangerous, dude. You got to poison yourself. What are you doing? All right. So, Rabbit, tell us what do you plan on doing from Black Flag today?
I don't know any of the names. I'm doing the gorilla.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gorillas are always fun.
But
Yeah.
you're in luck because
His name is Gorilla.
his name is Gorilla.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
awesome.
So you win. You did it.
Success. Yeah. Sweet.
That's
All
too
right, dude.
easy.
Looking forward to seeing what it is. You always do cool stuff. I'm assuming it's going to take a anime bent, or are we going to try something a little out of the box today?
I don't know. I've got my watercolors, so I might just use them instead.
Oh, ooh, all right. Well, yeah, because
Sketch out and
we are allowing red today. I've been told. So that sounds good. Yeah, no, I've been told we're
Yes.
allowing red today. So usually we're not allowed any color,
the
but you
logo.
can use red.
That's
So.
not fair.
It's not fair, Jiminy. You're right. You're absolutely right, Jiminy. It's not fair, and it's Pixel's fault.
I quit.
Oh God.
Jiminy already takes long enough to finish. Gosh,
I know, right?
darn it.
No, seriously, adding a color is just going to add like an extra 5 hours to my drawing.
It's true. But the thing is, Jiminy, you're such a dynamic artist. I think you can pull it off. I have faith in you. You already have my vote. You know that.
I don't.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
Okay. Well, you're just a bastard booster, though.
Thanks.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
yeah.
Moving on down the line. Glad to have you here, Rabbit.
I was at my parents' marriage.
Oh God! No, no.
Did you time travel?
No, JD, catch up, dude. Pixel, turn on your damn
Yes,
mic.
sir.
How you doing,
Yeah, I'm
man?
here.
The boss is here
Doing
today,
good.
guys. We're damn in trouble.
Good.
We haven't seen Pixel in a long time, man. Happy to have you though.
Yeah. What, August 2018?
August
the first show.
2018.
Whoa.
Damn, I've been doing this that long. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, man. It's coming up on 2 years.
Wow. Well, happy to have you here, of course, and happy to see you draw. What exactly are you going to do today? What's your plan?
Man, I'm still trying to decide. I was thinking about going with Monkey here, or Gorilla rather. But doesn't he go by Ben too?
Yes.
Okay. So I was
he goes by Ben as well.
Ben because he was being yelled at like Ben or something for renting his bike. I don't know, man. I'm still torn. So it'll probably come out in the art while I'm doing some sketching. I got to figure out where I'm at as soon as I get into it. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Well, sweet, dude. And you do realize that on this show, the tatas always help you win. It's just, our crowd is very predictable. So
I know.
Yeah, a little bit of the chesticles, the breasticles, adding on to whatever. Just put them on a box and you're good to go.
Yeah,
Testicles, hips, and nips.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. All those things are good. Well, Ink Spots isn't here, so we don't have to worry about testicles. But anyway, cool. Very happy to have you here, Pixel. It should be fun, man. And
I
of
never
course,
thought I'd say this, but I miss Ink Spots.
I love Ink,
Aw.
dude. He's awesome, but he is absolutely out of control. It's awesome though, and that coloring he's doing for Cecil's book is freaking epic. He's a really
He's
good
doing a
colorist,
great
man.
job,
Yeah. Anyway, thanks, Pixel. Let's move down here to our.
We need to do a movement to get Ink Spots a blurb.
Oh, I don't know what is that.
You know, when everyone else is listed in the credits, right? It just says colorist, Ink Spots. Everyone else gets like a little blurb.
Oh,
Even the guy
right,
who did
right,
the logo gets a little blurb, but not Ink Spots.
But Cecil probably thinks it's funny though. That's probably why, right? Yeah. But anyway, of course, we have our last artist here today, and he's certainly not the least. He is the shining golden boy. He is Zachary. How you doing, Zach?
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Shining golden boy.
Shining golden boy. Yeah.
Is that a promotion or demotion from Youngblood?
Dude, from me, who knows? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ask the booster scale on rank of of Mel Gibson to
Pee Wee Herman.
No, yeah, that's actually it. Yeah, like Mel Gibson to Pee Wee Herman. Where on that scale am I?
It's with this guy. It's better to assume it's an insult and say "fuck you, Chester."
Happy Chester.
Alrighty.
Come on now.
There it is.
You guys assume I'm always sarcastic. Why would you think that? But anyway, Zach, so what do you plan on doing here today?
I'm gonna draw Dan Fraga, probably.
Nice.
I feel on this
Honestly.
picture and I was like,
Good times.
Was
I
that an
looked at-
option?
no, I looked at that and then I looked at his character, the main one with
Sniper.
the beret, and I was like, is that just Dan Fraga?
Kind of.
No, I'm
That's what
100%
draw.
for it, dude.
Alright.
You do
All
Dan
right, this is
Fraga.
a bait and switch.
No, he's a
Yeah,
that's
look
a
at
This is a
it.
bait and switch. This
That-
is now a Dan Frager edition.
well that he's a handsome black Irish dude. You should go for that, man. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I was looking at it. And I was
Yeah.
like, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Black gosh.
No,
Was
black
that Portuguese?
black Irish.
I was trying to combine both Irish and black.
Well,
Sorry.
don't try things. I told you about that, JD.
JD, you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful.
Yeah, we don't need this stream shut down or anything.
No, we don't, JD. It's right. You watch it. Don't you get the Bojangles
All right.
Mafia on my ass. All right. Now, of course, guys, so we're going to kick this off. We're going to get ourselves started. And I know Jiminy is looking at the clock, so he'll know exactly what 2 hours is. And he'll give me all kind of flack, I'm sure. But Mr. Fraga, I do believe we need ourselves a countdown. You are our guest of honor. So we want a really exciting countdown, maybe a little Fraga Boom on us. You ready?
All right.
A
Yeah.
rap countdown.
I'm gonna quote Method Man
Oh.
from How High. How High.
Uh-huh.
It goes like this: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, murder one lyric at your door. It's time to
Go,
go.
go.
As soon as he did Method Man, I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't say the N word.
Oh God, shut up! Why are you
Oh, no, why
obsessed,
would I do
dude?
that?
What's up with these New
Why would I
Zealanders,
do
man? A
that?
bunch of racist
Man,
bastards.
why would I do that?
Exactly.
I just think it's a funny
Chester.
word. I don't know what to tell you.
Chester.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
10:18.
Thank you very much, Jason. I appreciate
don't
it.
try to cheat me.
I won't try to
You're
cheat
already
you
in.
at all,
It's
brother.
9:18 for me.
I won't. Okay. Well, let me sit here and have a little chat with Mr. Fraga while you guys get your stuff going on. Now, Dan, this is the first time having you on the show, so we have questions that we ask to everyone that comes over here. The first one being,
Oh, great.
how did you find this community in general, this indie revival community? Now, I know there's many umbrellas. I don't know if you're part of the Comicsgate guys or you're part of the revival guys or whatever. It doesn't matter. We're all part of same umbrella. So
Yeah.
how did you find this community?
Yeah. Well, I've been in comics for almost 30 years now.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know.
Well, that's a good
Black Flag
answer.
is no, Black Flag's an independent comic.
Yeah.
I went where there were no compromises, where the customer comes first.
Yeah.
And I have plenty of friends that feel the same way.
Uh-huh.
And so I just ended up there.
Well, it used to matter, right?
And I am Comicsgate. I am Comicsgate. So if we're saying we're affiliated or whatever, but
Oh, it doesn't
like
matter.
for me, my loyalty is number one to my fans, and giving them great comic books, and doing the best of my ability to deliver good comic books. So I don't know. I found them because my buddy Ethan, who I've known for 25 years, he's doing books over there at Comicsgate, and
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with a lot of their edicts. I'm not
Yeah.
a big fan of these comics that compromise good story to push agendas. So I don't know. I ended up at a place where I felt my comic could live and be the most authentic version of it. So
Sweet. That's awesome, dude. And so it was Ethan. It wasn't Mike that brought you in. All right.
no,
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
you're talking about Mike. Are you
Mike
talking
Miller.
about Mike Miller?
Yeah.
That's
Was-
how you have the name. The name of your show is Didn't he used to have one that was the same
Well,
name?
he still does, and we have the this is basically the fan edition, and what we do
Ultimate
is
Awesome.
Edition.
well, it's the ultimate edition now
Yeah,
because
let's
he
go.
dropped
Let's go with
because
let's go
Yeah.
with Ultimate Edition.
yeah because he dropped
None of
the
y'all-
ball. But what happens here actually, Dan, is these guys are going to be
Yeah.
drawing, and winner will be chosen by the fans, the chat that is watching,
Excellent.
and they're going to vote in a straw poll, and the winner actually gets a prize here, unlike what Mike does. They're actually going to go over and be on the Pro Edition and have a chance to be part of that. So we
Yeah.
are still
Oh,
affiliated
that's
with
cool.
it. But the first time I
Yeah.
saw you over here was on Mike's Drawn and Quartered. That's why I asked that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, I would say Comicsgate adjacent, but I've been on Ethan's stream a few times.
Uh-huh.
And then Mike asked me if I would come and do Drawn and Quartered, so I did an episode with Cable one time. I did another episode that had I think it was Green Lantern.
Yeah.
So that I was on twice. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun seeing
Yeah, it is fun.
seeing guys put it down.
This is a fun format. I love it. It's a lot of fun. And do keep in mind for all you guys, I'm going to come over to the chat in a minute and say hi, guys. But keep in mind for all of you in the chat, we do hope you're doing our weekly draw along. We really appreciate those, and we get a kick out of them. So do anything, I would say anything Dan Fraga related. But today's theme is Black Flag. Go in there, do your art, and drop it over on the Twitter at hashtag DNQFE. Once again, that is hashtag DNQFE. And we will take a look at the end of the show. We love it. We hope you guys do it. I did have a question for that before I continue. Because when I was watching you over there drawing live, because I've never seen you draw live before. I've seen plenty of your art over the years, being a comic book fan.
Sure.
But I'd never seen you do it live. And you did something that kind of blew my mind, to be honest with you, dude.
What was it?
Well, you started drawing, like, I think it was a fist over here on one side,
Yeah.
and then you left it, you went to the
Yeah.
other side of the page, and you started drawing something else, and you were just drawing all over the page, and eventually it came together as one image, and I'm like, what the hell? How are you doing that shit? No, seriously, that's a question.
Well,
how are you doing that shit?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's I'm glad you asked. In fact, the first time I ever saw anybody do that was in early, like maybe about August of 2012. I'd seen the work of this gentleman named Kim Jung-gi, and
he's
was
dying,
doing
by the
this
way.
stuff.
He's in a coma. Yeah.
Wrong guy.
Oh, sorry.
That guy's ill.
Yeah.
We're talking about Korea.
That was good, dude.
How dare you?
That was that was funny.
Layered joke.
Dude, that was funny. That was good. Dan gets a point. Write that down, Booster. Dan Fraga, 1
And
point.
also, he is confirmed by the North Korean government to be the most alive person today.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. All right, sorry, Dan. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's funny. No, so I saw Kim Jong-gi's work, and I really thought, like, what the hell, is this guy like a mutant? And then I went through denial, like, nah, he's probably like light penciling or whatever, but then the more I realized he was doing it legit, and then I finally got to meet him, which was really a wonderful treat. But I was very frustrated. I still was like, I can't do this. And then I got to the point where I said, well, why is it that I can't? What are the skills that it would take to be able to do that, and what am I lacking? So I systematically wrote things down. One of them was that my visual vocabulary wasn't as richly dense as his is. He knows what a car engine looks like. He knows what an elephant looks like. He can draw, an exploded view of a refrigerator if he wanted to. And I just didn't have that much like stuff in my head. There's that. There was another one, which is that I'd see images in my mind, and this is something that I talk to a lot of artists about. Most of us see pictures, and not all humans do. That's another thing that I learned, is not all humans can see pictures, and some don't even hear the voice in their head, which is weird too. I
hear plenty of voices.
I was waiting for that.
Well, there you go. I hear them
That's a
all.
lot of them.
I hear them all. I tell them to chill. But I realized, like, the pictures that I was seeing in my mind's eye were like flashes, and they wouldn't stay very long. And basically, I would rely on all of my learned knowledge, which is, is book knowledge. You build things out of cylinders and spheres, and basic construction, and perspective, and ruling out a vanishing point, and really kind of figuring it out that way, and coming up with a compromise of the thing that I saw in my head, because that thing didn't stay long. So that was another one. I said, I don't have a strong visual vocabulary, and the images that I'm seeing in my mind's eye don't hang out long enough for me to capture them. Then the third thing, and there's four, but the third thing is that what I see and what I draw aren't the same thing. You know what I'm talking about. Like sometimes you
Sure.
draw from a photo and it gets kind of warped, like, so I realized there was that issue. And then lastly, there was this thing that we all have. I mean, I could say we all have, because I'd say 9 out of 10 artists I've talked to about this, it's the case where we get into this sort of perfection paralysis, where we don't want to keep a sketchbook because if we draw a bad page, it ruins the whole page, and like this sort of being married to the results of something, and being afraid to really just fuck up, like
Yeah.
all the time. Things have to be on point. So those are the four things I realized that were like deficiencies in myself and in the way that I learn. So I said, okay, well, what can I do to systematically just take these out as if they were adversaries? And so I said, the visual vocabulary, I need to sort of create a procedure of observation when I look at things. Like I kind of categorize them big to small. Like if you look at a forest, you see the vista, and then you see the trees, and then you see the leaves and the trunk, and then the bark, and then the bugs on the bark. Like kind of thinking of things that way, big to small. And then how they relate to one another. If there's multiple objects, or if I'm looking at a picture, I try to say, where's the vanishing point? And then I ask other weird questions like, how does this thing make you feel? I know that sounds weird and it's like super soy or emo sounding, but
Not at
like,
all,
how
actually.
does this thing, yeah, it's like, how does this make you feel? Or do you feel agitated? Do you feel warm, hungry? Like, how does it make you feel? So I try to collect all of that data when I'm observing something, and I found it was very effective to run myself through this checklist when I'm observing things. The hard one, which was being able to hold an image in your mind long enough for it to kind of be there as if it exists. I realized I had read a book back in 2000 called The Einstein Factor by a guy named Dr. Winwenger. And he has a website if anybody wants to check it out. It's just WinWenger, winwenger.com. And you look up, the book is about accelerated learning and kind of how to like hack your brain into learning faster.
Sure.
But he had this chapter called image streaming, which was kind of delving into our
Stream.
subconscious. But
Ironic.
yeah, image streaming.
Sorry.
No, no, it's all good, man. Uh, and what I found was a byproduct of image streaming. When you do it, these connections between your neurons called axons. You can't create more neurons in your brain. Those are like basically like the cells that hold things in your brain, but the connections between them are called axons and dendrites. And you can improve, like basically when we form habits, we form more connections with our axons and dendrites. Try to think of them as like a highway. If you don't do something a lot of the time, your axons and dendrites are very thin, and your thought patterns don't really go down them that often. But when you practice something, or when you do something repetitively, your brain gets into this sort of mode of, oh, I need to do this, I better be ready for it. It's kind of like the idea of doing push-ups. Like if you've never done any and you start off and you do 5 and you can't do 10, you try and do 6 the next day, and so forth. So image streaming, the process of image streaming is a really weird one. You get a recording device like your phone or a tape recorder, something
Yeah.
that you can record and play back. But you close your eyes and you have those visual daydreams that you normally would have, and you describe what you see in present tense in all of the senses you can, that you're experiencing, and don't be afraid for it to be silly. Don't censor yourself in any sort of way. Just go for it, and just do it for the first time. Do it for a minute. It doesn't even have to be like, I do them for like 5 minutes. But you can do them for a minute, and you close your eyes and you describe what you see. I mean, I remember the first one I ever did vividly, but you describe it as if you were telling yourself or describing to somebody in the most clearest way what it feels like to see what you're seeing and experience what you're experiencing. So you do this into a tape recorder. and you're very mindful of every aspect, and you're spitting it out verbally, and it's being recorded. The next thing you do is after you have done that, you play back that recording that you just did, and you close your eyes and you rewatch it in your mind's eye like you're watching a movie that you just recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Then lastly, what you do is you do it again. And what's really important is that when you transcribe it, I'm telling you to transcribe it, but when you do, you have to do it by hand. You don't do it on a clickety clack. You just do it by hand.
Right.
So what ends up happening there is you're telling your brain to experience this thing. When you play it back, you're telling your brain, I want recall. And then when you play it back and write it down, what you're doing is you're slowing down every moment. Like I remember mine, I fell out of a sky and I landed behind a mouse that was scurrying towards a barn. And I remember as I'm writing down, flying behind a mouse, suddenly I'm playing that movie in slow motion because I'm transcribing it and I'm slowing the details down into these sort of vivid keyframes.
Uh-huh.
And so what I've done now is I've told my brain to do the thing. I reward it by replaying it, and then I slow it down to check the details by writing it down. Your brain will respond by going, I better be more ready for this shit next time. And then
Right.
after a while, what ends up happening is when you start pulling things up on command, like if someone said, oh, this is the hero standing on top of this sort of cliff that's hanging out in a zigzaggy Sam Keith, Tim Burton sort of way over Los
Yeah.
Angeles. The wind is blowing, the moonlight is catching the backside, and then I can change my angle. Actually, we're down below, we don't see the city, and I see these things as if they already exist, right? So that's how I'm able to conjure the images. But then you have to get to the point where you're able to kind of execute it in a way where I've been called the human printer before,
Uh-huh.
where you can kind of execute it like a printer, like you seen me draw the hand, draw an outline, and next thing you know, the picture's done.
Right.
What I'm doing is I'm capturing it, and there was another book that I had read called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain by Dr. Betty Edwards, and in her book, there's a chapter on blind drawing. We all have probably done them in art class if you had an art class in high school, where it's blind contour drawing,
Well, I
where
mean,
you
I
you,
might
you
as well draw blind anyway, but go ahead.
yeah, okay, that's all good. But So the idea is you look out at the subject matter that you're looking at. It could be a photograph, it could be something on Pinterest, it could be real life in front of you, and you treat what your eye has its attention on,
Mhm.
like it's a cursor on a monitor, and then you treat your pencil or pen like it's a stylus on a Cintiq or something, or on an Intuos. And as your eye goes and caresses, the curves of whatever the thing is. Yeah, I said caresses the curves. Caresses the
You've been
curves.
killing
It's
Booster the
gonna
whole
turn me
time.
on,
I
Dan.
just want you to know. You've been killing Booster's been nice and quiet
All
over
right.
there, but he's been wanting to make comments. I guarantee you, dude. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
I know. I'm sure,
I've
man.
been
I'm
browsing on
sure.
the internet and munching on things. Don't worry, I'm good.
There you go. There you go.
I'm happy.
Good man. So you basically trace your eye along these things, and I'll do this. Like I have this thing where I have figures, a lot of nude figures
Mhm.
that I have cycle at 15 seconds. And what I try to do is without ever looking down at the paper, and I draw these all on the same paper. I'll do a half-hour session where at 15 seconds a clip, I'm just tracing these figures that I'm using my eye to do the tracing, and I'm laying it down on the paper. And what that does is it causes a calibration between your eye and your hand.
Uh-huh.
So now, if you take those things, you have a visual vocabulary, which is basically like a toy box filled with cities and cars and motorcycles and all this shit. Then you take the ability to place those observed things into any space with any sort of lighting and situation that you want, and now you have a calibration between being able to see it and execute it. That's the secret to what I'm doing. Now, the last one about not being married to the results is a lot of people get afraid of a pen, just drawing with a pen. that fear of the pen is
Right.
to grab a pen, grab a pen, a ballpoint pen, any sort of pen. I have this bag. I don't know if your camera can go on here, but I have this like bag of like pens and pencils
Yep. No, we
that are
see it.
they're so varied. I've got hard lead, soft lead, mushy pens, felt tip pens. I know hard lead. He wanted to say something about hard lead.
Yeah, I know he did.
But
That's okay. He's eating. He'll be all right.
yeah, yeah. Hey, that's how I shut my kids up. I'm
There you
like,
go.
yo, here, have a sandwich.
Yeah.
But
You know,
they
it's
what
funny you mentioned it. Just use the pen and don't be afraid of it, because Gary Shipman did a series of videos talking about that directly. Because Gary will just take the ink. He won't even
awesome.
put the pencil. He'll just take the ink and he'll just put this amazing thing in front of you. But just for
Yeah.
everyone listening's reference, Gary Shipman does have some pretty interesting videos on that. Please continue.
Yeah, well, so what ends up happening, like the first, I used the marathon example and also I used that push-up example earlier, but what ends up happening when you first start off, you get this like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and then it turns in, and again, you're working on all those three things that I had mentioned earlier. You're
Yeah.
working on this stuff, so it's not like a magic thing where suddenly you're able to do it. You kind of have to work at all of them in conjunction with one another. It's like I'm giving you like workouts to become an incredible athlete, but you got to do it all. So this thing here, what ends up happening is you start off and you feel really silly. You feel kind of like I don't know. I remember the first time I did it, I felt really sort of insecure about what I was doing. But then eventually, what happens is your brain will accommodate, and it'll go, "Oh, he's trying to access that fucking draw what you see thing,"
Right.
and you'll find that you'll start making decisions with a pen much quicker than before when you had the ability to second guess with a pencil. You start making deliberate lines, and your brain will start accessing that visualization ability, and it'll start accessing the observational catalog that you put in. And next thing you know, like for me, I think it took a solid 3 months before I felt really comfortable. And then what I did for the year of 2014 and 15, I did I did a drawing a day for my Instagram, but I also did another thing, and a lot of people laugh at it because I'm a white boy who loves rap.
Uh-huh.
But I did a freestyle in my car every day on the way to work, and that no pre-planned anything. And what I found is that I was using image streaming and the visualization, but in an abstract way, not pictures, but putting rhyme schemes together and punchlines. I would see them a good 5-10 seconds before I would say them. So I was kind of ever being in the future as while I was rapping was in the
Mhm.
present, and I found that they accessed sort of the similar part of my brain, but with different functions. But that's the secret sauce, man. That right there.
Well, that's interesting, because I asked a simple question and I expect you to say practice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you practice is
Yeah.
though, but see, no, that's the thing, man. I could have said that, and that is the answer. But they say you're never gonna solve a problem with the line of thinking that got you there. And what that means is like, let's say someone says practice anatomy, and you keep practicing the same shitty fucking anatomy that you
Yeah.
keep doing it, and you're like, why aren't I getting better? Because you're not pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, and somebody didn't give you like a routine, like a regiment. That's what I try to do. That's what my channel is about. Couch Doodles is my channel, and lately we've been talking a lot about Black Flag, but when I'm not pushing my book, I do a lot of discussion about this sort of thing, about how to become more efficient at being a creator, whether it's writing ideas or whether it's shaping character design. I've had interviews with several guys, including Kim Jong-gi. I've got Mike Mignola. You say Rob LaFell?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's got one of those names that's easy to mispronounce.
I mean,
But
Liefeld?
yeah, Liefeld.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well, we're big fans of his over here.
I
Big
used to,
fans.
yeah, before before I ever met him, I thought his last name was Liefeld. But
That's what I thought.
And so,
Yeah, but anyhow, I interviewed a bunch of people that kind of ask, and I have a series of questions where I ask every guest the same questions because of the fact that the answers are so varied and different and come from different places, that I feel like they're different. The differences are just as informative as the answers themselves.
yeah. Well, no, it's pretty cool, dude. Thank you very much for that explanation. I definitely find it
No
interesting.
problem.
I didn't expect
Oh, very technical.
electrically excitable cells to come into the conversation, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
That was a neuron
yeah.
joke. That was a neuron joke. I hope you
I
guys
get
got
it.
it.
I get it. You're
Yeah,
making
I got it.
connections, man.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Your
But
dad makes dad jokes.
I
Funny.
do.
We all
I do
laugh.
make dad jokes. But let me jump over the chat real quick and see who's in here and say hello, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more with Dan.
Yeah.
So we got the beautiful
Nice.
Keem. Okay. Michael Green is in here. He's swearing, which is awesome. Junkyard Dunn says,
Love
boom.
Michael Green.
Yeah. We got
What up,
Joe.
Junkyard Dunn? Let me know if you got your package, man.
Oh,
Let
sweet.
me
All
know if
right.
you
Yeah, the
got
Junkyard
the
gets around,
package.
dude. He's over here in Japan with me, actually. He's in Tokyo.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Joe Maroney says, "Hey Chester, no
Bunch of
TFT
damn
last."
weebs.
Shut up, Booster. God. No. Hey Chester, no TFT lesson. I know, dude, but it's not my fault. Anthony Perone maybe says, "Hail Chester." Well,
Yeah, what up,
indeed.
Anthony?
Yeah. See, Dumb's the name.
Don't hell Chester. You'll get him ideas. We don't need that.
Shut up, dude. I should be hailed. I should be the prefect of all things. Just keep that in
No,
mind. But
no,
Dumb's the name
don't
has
do
the
that at
better
all.
expression. He says hail bacon, which, of course. And these,
Oh yeah, hail bacon.
hail
I'd
bacon,
hell to
dude.
that.
Hail
Hail
bacon.
bacon.
Let's see.
Hail bacon.
Kima says,
Hail bacon.
I will draw
Hail bacon.
something quick before I get snatched away by another show. Uh-oh. She's in demand.
Oh,
She's cheating on us.
I know.
you goddamn!
But
You better not go to any other shows. I swear to God.
we,
Don't
Dang.
do it, mister. Don't do it.
we love you, Kima.
She'll leave.
But
I will beat women.
oh, shut up, Booster. God, how many times do I have to say it? You are an absolute troll of a human. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fine.
Yeah.
As long as we're in agreement. But now Kima makes a very good point. She's doing a draw along. We hope you guys are all doing a draw along. And all you have to do when you're done with that, go put it into the Twitter at hashtag DNQFE. DNQFE, and we'll check it
I
out.
just can't handle another one of our artists leaving me, Chester.
I know.
Too many of them have gone.
Well, Mike just
I just-
steals them all, is what it is.
I really miss Siege. I really miss
Siege
Weldon.
Geisha, but either one's up to you. Junker then says, beware the Bojangles. And the How Comics agrees. Alan says, Bojangles represent. Yeah, that's right. Hey, we got Jay Chimpansky in here. Says, hey, guys, what we drawing? We're drawing Black Flag, brother. Let's see. We have Rooster. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like a donkey show, though. I have a feeling they're slightly
All right,
different.
I have a problem.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
They have
So
cream
I just
for that, I'm
googled
sure.
Bojangles,
Yeah.
and it's what you dickhead Americans call biscuits, isn't it? Oh, for fuck's sake!
No, it
Why do you
isn't.
put everything in scones? What is this?
Oh,
Bacon,
God.
bacon and chicken and scone? What is
That
this?
does sound
You guys
weird.
are
Quiet. We don't
fucking
want to
weird.
hear
Then we put
that
gravy
about
on
Big
it,
Tip
too.
And you put
again.
it isn't even gravy. It's white sauce without any cheese flavoring. What is this weird shit you idiots eat?
Calm down.
I'm a beat
This is
booster.
why you kids are all fat.
Yeah.
What? Oh my god.
Well, thank you
Wait,
very
wait,
much,
is that-
Booster.
You said without cheese. Yeah.
He just chastised
I
an
just
entire
saw
culture.
chicken and
Thank
biscuits,
you.
and I just got
I've
pissed
heard-
off, man.
Sorry.
I've heard this
Uh,
rant one too many times.
Yeah.
Shut up, Booster.
Shut up, Booster. Yeah. Let's see. Junkyard Dunn says Kim Jong Ji and Dan Fraga, both carriers of the X gene, confirmed. Sweet. We got Immortal V in here as well, which is nice. Ghost of Henry's in here. I haven't seen you in a while. Do you got to come back and draw
Ghost.
with us again, man?
Mhm.
Hi, Eric. I just jumped me down the bottom. That's all right.
Oh, bro. Oh, what's happening, you big dickhead? Alright, it's just it's
No,
our
hold on a
Kiwi,
second.
we had this
Hold on a
connection.
second. Dumb's the
so-
name said drink your tea, Booster, and for some reason Google flagged that. God damn it, Google. Let me see here. Mike Green says Rob
That is
Liefeld
hilarious.
stories
Google's
are
flagging
epic.
the strangest things.
They are, dude. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Rob Liefeld stories are epic. My kids got to meet him a couple months ago, and he engaged them for like 2 hours with nonstop stream of conscious storytelling. They were blown away. Awesome. Well, I'm
Oh, that's
glad you
cool.
think so. Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
like
mind
flag.
meeting Fraga, not Fraga, but Liefeld, because I have questions for
So
him.
you don't want to meet Dan? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I do want to meet Dan, and I'm talking to Dan.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Liefeld, I had questions. I definitely have questions.
And they
But
better not be about feet.
it might be.
Dang it, Dan.
Will it be
Well,
It
about
might be about
Levi
shoulder pads
501s?
or pouches. It could be about that. It
or all
couldn't.
three
Hey,
of them.
pouches are the most winningest thing of the '90s, man. Pouches, you can
Yeah,
never have enough
that's
pouches.
true, right? It's true, right?
Uh-oh.
Have you
1,
guys ever
2,
Oh
seen
no,
how
I
3,
many
joke about
pouches
Rob
soldiers
Liefeld,
have?
but
8, 9,
he's
10.
important actually.
I think I'm
But
up
How
to
many
10
pouches?
pouches. I think I'm good.
yeah, I think you are. I think you are. Yeah, that's true.
I think Image was his idea.
All right. You think Image was his idea? I thought it was whose idea was Image? That's a fair question. I thought it was like Jim Lee and
There was
Todd
Todd.
McFarlane.
Todd McFarlane.
No, Jim was a side note. It was Rob, Todd, and Eric. They were the three. And they came up with it together.
Oh
Oh
wow,
And
yeah,
then
that's
but
they
it was.
brought
I
they
think it was.
brought
I think Ron was the initiator
yeah, well,
because he was trying to
Todd.
put
I
out
think
comic.
Todd. Yeah, well, he did. He was doing Youngblood through a different company, and Todd was doing his thing. It was sort of serendipitous where they were all thinking about it at the same time.
Mhm.
But Jim came after Mark. It was Mark was in the lobby of the hotel. They got a hold of Jim, and Wills was added in by proxy through Jim, and Jim Valentino was added by proxy through Rob because they shared the studio together,
Oh,
and
that's
that's
cool.
how you got the 7. Yeah,
Oh,
that's how
that's
you got
cool.
all 7. Because a lot of people ask Jim Valentino. No knock on him, but he wasn't in the same league as the other 6.
True.
And like I said, he kind of came in through being like proximity, basically through
Yeah.
Rob, and he's no slouch. I mean, here's the thing: a lot of people, like my favorite Liefeld book of all time is What If #7. It was the What If Wolverine was an agent of Shield,
You're right.
and aesthetically it's gorgeous because it was inked by Scott Williams. But one of the things that people discount on that is that Jim Valentino did the layouts. And Jim's strength, I feel, was as a layout man. I felt like his aesthetics were a little lacking, but he's definitely no slouch in the layout department.
Oh,
But
that's
I
cool.
digress. I digress.
Well, that's
Yeah.
okay. Next time I talk to Jim, I'll tell him that Dan Fraga said he's a side note. I'm going to write that down.
That's fine. That's fine. Jim will laugh. Jim will laugh.
Oh,
We were
probably.
studio mates for a few years. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, dude. Now, I do want to take a little bit of time and talk about your Black Flag project that you have going on. And there's a couple other questions I want to get to before
Yeah.
I get to that, though, if you don't mind. I was
Yeah.
just going through, like Jiminy had said, I was doing my homework, make sure I could I have
Sure.
questions and stuff for you. And one of the things I
Yeah.
saw pop up in here I thought was very interesting was your on the Wikipedia, which is the wealth of all knowledge in the world. It says Fraga made
Not
his
The
directing
most
debut.
accurate.
The most accurate. His directorial
Yeah.
debut in
that's accurate.
2009 on MTV show The Hard Times of R.J. Berger. Dude, and you also did a second and third season of HBO series The Ricky Gervais Show. Please
Yes.
tell us about this. And
Yeah.
DC's Doom Patrol as
Uh.
well, storyboarding. I mean, come on.
Yeah. No, these are the my the day jobs I've been holding down. I left comics in 2003 to start working in storyboards, and ultimately what I wanted to become, because like in what are the Silence of the Lamb, you envy what you observe, like
Sure.
if you're in that sort of position. And what I used to do a lot when I was drawing comic books is I would watch a lot of MTV. I mean, I'm talking like a lot. Like it was pretty much all I watched, and I started seeing it much in the way that it happened when I got into comics. You start noticing names of people. You go, man, I really like that, and you're like, oh, it's directed by that guy. That's the same guy that did the other thing I liked. And there ended up becoming a short list, and it was sort of like a fantasy of mine to like work in music videos. I was like, man, one day I wish I could direct music videos. How fun would that be? And eventually I got into storyboarding, and I started working with those guys that I had admired, almost like the thing that had happened with Image Comics. Image Comics, I was a big fan of Rob and Todd, and next thing I know, I'm working with them. So it happened again. I'm a big fan of guys like Little X and Joseph Kahn, Chris Robinson. So I started doing storyboards for music videos, started doing storyboards for feature films, and eventually one of my directors who directed a lot of music videos and commercials, a guy named Chris Robinson, really talented director, he got picked up to direct a film called ATL, which featured T.I., the rapper T.I., and it's a coming of age story filmed in Atlanta, where he's this aspiring cartoonist in high school trying to make his way through school. So they needed me for double duty. They needed someone to actually storyboard the movie, but they also needed somebody to draw artwork. But the unique challenge of drawing artwork for the film is they wanted me to basically act with my abilities. They didn't want me to draw like Dan Fraga. They wanted me to draw like this character in the movie, which was like this 16-year-old kid growing up in Atlanta. So I changed my style. I kind of pretended I was this person in my mind, created this style, and anyhow, all the on-camera artwork in that movie is mine. So flash forward down to 2009, the guy who's the producer on that movie, a guy named Craig Knold, was this producer putting together this pilot for MTV called The Hard Times of R.J. Berger. And the premise of this show is really crazy. It's like one of those high concepts where it was about a kid, nerdy kid that likes comics, likes drawing, doesn't have a lot of friends. He gets called into the basketball game, kind of like Lucas, the old Corey Haim movie. But when he goes to shoot the ball, he misses and his pants fall down, and the whole school sees that he has a 14-inch penis. Right, so that's literally the premise of the show. That this nerdy kid has the biggest dick in school, and all of a sudden he becomes popular, and it's like that's the premise of the show. So
don't watch that one, Booster. That'll just destroy your ego. Don't do that.
I wasn't really listening, but then I heard penis, and I just shipped right in. What's good? What are we talking about, babe? Let's party.
It's like with a dog when he hears the dinner bell. So there was a scene in the pilot where this foreign exchange student ran away every time she saw him, and you find out that the previous summer she had gone down on him, and that he was so big he hurt her, and they didn't know how to film that and still stay within the ratings. And we were at lunch one day, and one of the producers said, "Why don't we do it like Kill Bill and animate that portion?" And they all turned their heads and looked at me and said, "Do you know how to animate?" I'm the kind of person that will jump and figure out a way to make a parachute on the way down. Sure. So I said, "Yeah, of course I know." Never animated before that. I loved animation, and I had this Fisher-Price crank thing where I can see that, animation is 24 frames a second, and that you make it move by transitioning between things. So I knew that part. I knew that I needed to separate the foreground from the background, and I knew I needed to time it out in a way that it was cinematic. So I took my storyboard skills, that knowledge, put together all the assets for a pilot, hired an After Effects guy. The animation worked out great. The pilot got picked up, and they ended up asking that every episode have a different sort of vibe to it. So the first episode looked like hentai animation. Second episode looked like Fat Albert. Another one looked like the Money for Nothing music video. Dire Straits looking like shitty animation. So we did one like that. But we did 12 different styles. And while I was working on it, I ended up partnering because it was very heavy workload. They wanted 12 episodes in the time it would take 4. So that meant I needed to partner with a production team. I partnered with a production team called Wild Brain, and they were famous for doing Yo Gabba Gabba, lot of kids shows. They started doing Monster High, and they were also doing a show called the Ricky Gervais Show. And they were working on season 1 while we were working on Hard Times. Right around when we got picked up for season 2 of Hard Times, they lost their season 1 director. And my friend Marge, who was the operating manager there at Wallbrain, thought it would be a great idea to have me interview with the producers and Ricky and the executives at HBO, because they said this guy knows humor. He knows how to move in and out of styles. He also comes from live action. It was like all my skills were the right skills at the time. I met with the executives, Ricky, and had to go for a drive to HBO, which was the most fucking terrifying thing.
Yeah.
It's everything you think it is. Like when you watch like Entourage, you walk in, everything like everybody's so pretty, they make you feel fucking ugly. The furniture is like, straight out of some fucking catalog. All the pictures are giant. Like there was not a single picture that was under 15 feet tall. Everything was huge, with True Blood and like all this shit on the wall.
Right.
And I remember walking in just feeling completely intimidated, but said, it'd be cool. I don't need this. I'm storyboarding, but wouldn't it be cool? I met with them. They said, really nice to meet you. We'll let you know. And I was like, fuck it, whatever. Like I blew it. I don't give a fuck. And I started driving home. Well, I wasn't driving home. I was actually, this is the funny part. I'll be straight up, like full on, since your show is the kind of show I can say this on. So my wife, at the time, my fiance, we were trying to have a kid, and nothing was happening. Also, I had to go to the DMV, so it was a busy day. I had to go to HBO. I had to go check my junk, so I had to go jerk off and shoot a load into a cup, and then go get my ID picture taken.
Jesus.
So
what a day.
Nice.
So the great thing was
Like an
is
average
like
day for me.
the great thing is like, as I'm pulling into the parking lot of this place called Quest Diagnostics, they do blood tests and jizz tests and stuff. I'm going into Quest Diagnostics. I get a phone call. They're like, Dan, it's producers here at HBO. Are you okay to take a call? I'm like, yeah, I'm just about to go into the clinic. And they're like, okay, well, they didn't know what
Dick in
clinic.
hand.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
And they're like, we'd like to offer you the directing position on the Ricky Gervais Show. And I said, man, that's the best news ever. Thank you so much. I hung up the phone. I fucking beat off like a savage. I shot like 40 loads into that cup. And then I had this grin on my face. I go to the DMV, and like how usually you're nervous, like when you go and take your picture at the DMV. I had the biggest shit-eating grin because like I had just bust the fat, and I just got the job. And my driver's license picture, for years, like you see that my face, and you're like, that looks like a fucking man.
No, that's a good day.
I got that.
That's a good day, dude. Yeah, it is. Did
Yeah,
you
it was
ever
a
tell
good
Ricky
day.
this story?
No.
You should,
I
dude.
mean,
He would find it hilarious.
He probably would. You jacking off for me, mate? But yeah, so that's how I got that gig. And then I ended up going from there. I did a pilot for Disney that never came out. I did another pilot for Adult Swim. And then I was about to go work on this Nickelodeon show when my friend Marge, the one that was running the place over at Wildbrain, she went and moved over to work at Mattel. She was talking with this guy who was helping run the animation division at Mattel, this guy named Audu Payton. And Audu, you guys need to look him up. The guy's a freaking genius. He was one of the directors on Pinky and the Brain and Animaniacs. And
oh, wow.
He's the one that brought the Godzilla series and Starship Troopers and stuff to Sony. So he was my boss, and he ended up becoming my mentor. I got asked to come over to work at Mattel and bring my expertise to Mattel, and it was insane because I went from working with one crew on one show to working with, you know, probably up to almost 1,000 people. I was helping shepherd probably 6 productions at once. We had webisodes, we had feature on 2 properties plus Max Steel, Hot Wheels, Polly Pocket. I was doing all of these at the
Polly
same time.
Pocket. My God, this
Polly
conversation
Pocket,
is
and I
definitely
got to
going downhill.
yeah, I got to write write the theme song to those 2 seasons of Polly Pocket, which was a
I
lot of
was
fun.
making a sex joke. I apologize.
Oh no, that's pocket jacking, and
Oh,
that, you
right,
know,
right, right, right.
pocket
That's it's
this
slightly
pocket
different, yeah.
jacks.
Well, with that though,
Yeah,
guys, keep in
yeah.
mind all of you who are listening. We're having dick in hand conversations. So why wouldn't you share this out and let everybody else come over here and enjoy our things? Did you know, Dan, that my mission statement here on Fanspeak is "Boom, dick in the water"? Did you know that?
That's true. That's
It's
his
true.
most famous
Is that
quote.
is
Yeah.
that
That
is that
and
based is
blackface
that
can
based
be
off of
ethical.
the joke?
Actually, those are his 2 big quotes.
Well, yeah, that's a funny one.
It
All
is a funny
right.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what ended up happening, and then the Doom Patrol thing. That was another one of those like happy blessings where my friend Pam, who was well, I worked on a movie called Transporter back in 2004. I worked with a director named Louis Leterrier. He went on to do Hulk and Clash of Titans and Now You See Me. Really fantastic guy. He had an assistant working for him named Pam. Pam ended up working on a show at the CW called Legacies. Really fun show with vampires and werewolves and such. And they wanted some concept art and some storyboards done on that show out here in Georgia. So we relocated out here to Georgia. And the cool thing is the Doom Patrol production was only about a mile down the road from Legacies, and Pam is friends with a dude over there named Chenzi. Chenzi saw my work and showed it to the producers over at Doom Patrol, and they said, "Get him in here." So I started just working on both Legacies and Doom Patrol, and then some other shows that we're shooting out here, Tales for BET, and did some work on the Wu-Tang Clan saga for Hulu. So I've been staying busy doing that kind of stuff, and then got a call from Mattel to work on He-Man for a few issues.
Ooh, nice.
Did that, and then but I felt it was really great because it gave me some more experience. Like storyboards and comics are very similar, but they're very different. You know, one facilitates an entire production, and you have to take into consideration multiple departments. That these are more used, like storyboards are more used as a communication tool, like an instruction manual of what's to come. Whereas comics, you really have to do the whole shebang, but you're also dealing with word balloons, the order of which someone's speaking, the graphic design of a page. So these are the ways it makes things different. Comics don't have music or motion or anything like that, so you have to create that through context. The staging is way different. Like I'd say staging and storyboards is much easier because you're not dealing with the order in which someone is talking. We Westerners read from left to right. And so when you stage things, you kind of have to have the person that's talking first stage left. But if they're third to speak in the panel, suddenly you might be crossing the line, which is a cinema term, which can get confusing. So then you have to stage it in a way and still keep the page dynamic. And it takes a lot more thought than a storyboard.
No, it's interesting. One thing I have to say, Dan, is I will ask multiple questions to many guests, and they usually forget the second and third one. But you meticulously answer each one, dude. That's pretty cool. But out of all that I was listening to, of course, I like Doom Patrol quite a bit. But the thing that perked my ears was Transporter. What did you do on that Jason Statham project?
Did you get to rub oil in Jason Statham's head?
Or muscles?
Make it all glistening?
No, but I got to hang out with him like nightly and get shit faced with him. But there was no oils, except maybe the
Did you
oiled.
offer?
be the oiled breasts of the Miami ladies that were there at the
I
hotel
bet.
we were
Yeah.
staying
Right.
at.
Yeah.
Well, that's
yeah.
just gay.
But yeah, it's super gay for ladies, man, which is really just an oxymoron, man. I'm so gay for ladies.
Yes, you are. You are.
But
But what did you do with the transporter? What was your how did you facilitate on that?
I was just I was a storyboard artist, and I got the job completely. Again, we're talking about luck here. A buddy of mine is a pop singer in the band In Sync, and we were staying at a place in Las Vegas called the Palms Resort, which is owned by the Maloof brothers,
Hmm.
and the Maloof brothers were hosting the Las Vegas premiere of the Italian Job, and we just happened to be there like partying, and the Maloofs gave Chris and all of us tickets to go watch the movie, and we ended up going to the after party where the stars were, and that's the first place I met Jason. But I also met his manager, a guy named Steve Chasman, and Steve was a funny guy because he's a manager. He manages Jet Li and Lily Sobieski and Jason, and he's also a movie producer.
Hmm.
So he comes up to me and he points to Chris and he goes, "I know why he's here." That's how he talks. "I know why he's here, and I know why he's here." And he's pointing at his client, and then he points at me. He goes, "But why are you here?" And I said, "I'm friends with Chris." He goes, "Oh, so you're like a groupie?" And I said, "Nah, man. I'm a comic book artist, and like he digs comics and wanted to take me and show me this cool experience. So we're like, hanging out." He's like, "You draw comic books?" I said, "Yeah, I'm working on Superman." He's like, "Superman?" I said, "Yeah, the Superman." And I happened to be working on it at the time, so I brought my page down from the hotel room, and he's like, "Wow, you're really talented." And he asked me what I thought of his clients' movies, and I said, and Transporter One had already come out. I said I really like Transporter, but I had some problems with a few scenes. There was this scene in the bus that was a little like it was a knife fight, but I said it felt like it could have been more. I almost feel like it was more, like it was cut up. And he, like Steve, the manager, looked at me kind of side eyed, and he's like, "How could you know that?" I said, "No, what?" He said, "That was the scene that got cut, and Jason was pissed because it was one of his favorite scenes. And here you are talking about his favorite scene and knowing that it got cut up." He said, Have you ever done any filmmaking?" And I hadn't done storyboards yet at that point. And I said, "Yeah." But I said, "No, but I really understand it." I said, "I'm really kind of a student of storytelling. That's what I do, drawing comics." And he said, "Let me get your info. If we ever do a sequel, I'm gonna call you." And I was like, "Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, sure." I gave him my info, and I really thought like it was just a bunch of bullshit because you hear a
Hmm.
lot of bullshit out there.
Oh, sure.
Um,
I mean, I hear it
but
every
but
day. But go ahead.
yeah, but sure enough, like a year later, it was June of 2004. I get a call, and it's like, "Dan, it's Steve Chasman. We're doing a sequel to Transporter. I want you to come down here and meet the director." So I came down, met the director, got along with him because he's only 2 days older than me. He's like a French version of me. Like he's born on June 17th, and I'm born on June 19th, and he and I, like, our first meeting, we're just laughing so hard because he's funny as hell. He's a big Beastie Boys fan. Plus, he's got a funny, crude sense of humor, which I like. I can appreciate that. It's I think crude in French, so it's really filthy. And so we got along really well, and I got hired. So we filmed in Miami in the summer of 2004. It was a tough shoot though, because I don't know if you guys remember the summer. That was the summer where there were like 4 tornadoes in a row, like or hurricanes. Hurricane Ivan was one of them, and we had 40 shoot days. Like, we had it
Mhm.
scheduled and budgeted for 40 shoot days. The schedule was super tight, and 10 of our 40 days got taken out by these hurricanes. Like, we couldn't shoot during these days because Miami got hit hard. I'm talking like, batten the hatches, don't
Right.
go outside, you'll get swept up, and in Kansas no more type of shit. That happened to us 4 times during the production, so it challenged the production a lot. But overall, it was great. You know, it was my first movie. Got to learn a lot of stuff about second unit directing, which I took with me later on when I was doing second unit, which is, you know, mostly if it doesn't have the star in it, or if it doesn't have somebody that's like, you know, a name credit in it, second unit shoots it. You know, like inserts of hands grabbing weapons, or car scenes, exploding cars doing flips, and
Oh, that's cool.
things like that. So, like, yeah, I've shot a lot of second unit. Like, I did second unit on some Fox Sports commercials. There's a music video by Kelly Clarkson. This is one of my favorites, called "Never Again," where I did all of the stuff that had to do with water, all the car work, like all of the car stuff, except for the interior with Kelly, was my team and me. So I got, like, every job I do, I try to learn something from it. So Transporter really taught me about second unit, and you know, the Jason was a funny guy. My dad always likes me to tell this story, but I can't grow hair from my ankles to my mid calf. I just never have. It's like a weird oddity. I can't get paid for it though. Like, oh man, you look like you've walked in fire, you know, like. But he called, like, Jason ended up calling me Shankles, which was a conjugation of shaved ankles. So my nickname wasn't, like, you would think he'd go, "Hey, Fraga Boom," but it wasn't. My name was Shankles. So he'd go, "Hey,
Wow.
Shankles." Yeah, it was one of those funny things, but
Jesus, man.
uh,
The stories you have,
yeah, so
very
that just,
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, my mom would
yeah,
love to hear
weird
those
stuff.
stories, man.
Right, right.
He's like a more interesting you, Chester.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very
I was
much.
gonna
Yeah,
say,
thank you.
I thought Chester could blab, but bloody hell.
Yeah, I'm a blabber, man. I got
awesome.
all kinds of shit in my head.
How come my mom and I knew someone who knew, you know, Jason Statham?
His name is
Yeah,
Statham,
nice guy.
JD.
That's
Statham, but he's one of
trying to
the
be
few
quiet,
people
man.
I've met that are actually cooler in person than any of their characters they play. Like,
Oh, really?
he's genuinely a super nice guy, super nice, super genuine, funny as hell. You know, prankster. And the other guy that was great in that movie was an actor by the name of Jason Fleming. He played one of the bad guys, and he's just great, funny dude.
All right, well, cool. That's very interesting stuff. I really enjoy Jason Statham, actually. So it's interesting to talk a little bit about the Transporter, which I think are his better stuff. But I did have a couple of questions for you. Not questions, but observations for you. So what I want to do is I'm going to go down the row here, and I'm going to look at the art the guys are doing, and I want you to give your opinion. All right?
Oh gosh.
Okay, can I see it on my camera? Is that where I'll look at it?
On the Hangouts,
On the Hangouts.
you can see what I'm whiteboxing, and you can go take a look at it.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Right.
I'm in
I'll work on
Hangouts, and
something too.
I see a
Haven't
bunch
had
of
enough.
little screens. But
Yes, so
you go for it.
You can
and I'll-
click on them and make them
the
bigger.
one I'm on now is one that says
Okay,
Zachary.
Can I? Oh, okay. Yeah, the one that looks like it looks like a little like me with the sniper gear on. That's really cool looking, and I
Wow, it
like the
does.
gun.
The gun is cool.
I like the gun especially.
Ooh, I just got a kiss.
It's right in the right
Nice.
vibe. And it has all the right design elements. You know, I try to make things look like that they can turn into, you know, turntables at any moment. That's great, man. Fantastic. I like that you're using the rule of thirds. You got all that negative space, 2/3 of it's over there in negative space. Good shit.
Wow, that's awesome. I didn't even know that those words together
I
existed.
spotted that. I knew
I'm
that.
sure you did, Booster. Yeah, no, Zach is a great artist, and he does a lot of really cool stuff.
okay.
And shut up, Booster. He's really amazing. You know,
You
show
shut up.
respect.
Wait until I
you
finish my
bastard.
Yeah, no, it's
my
fantastic,
masterpiece.
man.
Yeah,
You piece of
all right,
shit.
we'll
How
show.
do you speak to
We'll
me
let
that
him
way?
look at yours when it's done. Just keep your pants on. All
My
right.
pants. Well, my pants have been off for an hour, but
That's true. I knew that. I knew
Shit.
that. I knew
Yeah.
that. But all
why
right,
would
let's
I
move.
come to stream with pants on?
I know, right?
Do you
Let's
guys
move
wear
to.
pants to this?
Well, Dan,
No,
we're going to
not
move
usually,
down the
no.
line. We're going to Pixel right now, and Pixel's
Oh, you're
doing
going to me?
a gorilla.
He's He's working in Procreate. I see. He's working in Procreate. That's my digital tool of choice. Excellent stuff, man. It's got all the right emotion. He's got the cigar. Clearly, he knows about the character, and that the angrier he gets, the bigger he gets. Oh, there's a hidden layer. You got to show layers, bro. Yeah, this is dope, man. It's in your face, very 90s. I like the technique he's using, which is one I see in concept art a lot, which is big chunky brushes, pulling out abstract shapes, keeps things organic. Really fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this.
Well, I'm glad you are. Thank you for.
Character...
Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's just funny. So I've talked to Dan about this before in the past when we met, but so like Blood Strike was actually the first Image book I ever picked up, and so that's what got me into Image in general. So I was always following Dan's work wherever he went, and so when Black Flag came out, I was all over Monkey. And what's funny, or sorry, I keep saying Monkey, but it's Gorilla. What's funny is when I created a character for a game that I'm working on right now, I actually there's a whole race called the Primatari, and they're all these like buffed out monkey guys, gorillas, with big old armor and all kinds of stuff on it. And this character is actually the first thing I thought of when I started creating those characters. Yeah, and so
gorillas are a lot of fun, man. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, so much emotion you can pull out of them too, because you can exaggerate their features and stuff really easily, and it's a blast. But I had a question completely unrelated to everything else that's been talked to, but you worked on Power/Rangers with Schenker.
With Joseph Kahn. Yeah, and
so Joseph was your connection to that. I was trying to figure out like how you got into that, because that was a really cool concept piece. I wish they would have done that story with the Power Rangers reboot.
Yeah, I think you did. You mention the producer's name?
Adi
Grant.
Shankar,
Adi Shankar.
Right?
Yeah, I've talked to him a few times. But my connection was with Joseph, and Joseph and I, we've done like several projects. In fact, the very first big action second unit I ever did and also that Kelly Clarkson video was directed by Joseph. He also did a movie called Torque and a movie called Detention, and another one that came out recently about battle rap called Bodied. He and I have been working together since 2004, and he wanted my take on what I would do if I had free range to design a Power Rangers helmet. So I did that up for him, and it was a blast. I mean, I really like what ended up happening, like the final product. I didn't even get to read the script. I wish I did. But yeah, that was a blast, man. A lot of fun.
Oh, cool. Any other questions, Pixel?
No, I'm good right now.
Okay. And feel free, if you guys have any questions for Dan, just pipe right up, man. Please do.
Right.
All right, let's move down the row here, Dan. Let's take a look at.
I have a question.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
How are you, Dan?
How high am I?
Yes.
How are you? Are you okay? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm great, man. And I smoked a bowl, so I'm high. I'm
Sweet.
Great. Okay,
Awesome.
He sounds good. All right.
He sounds good.
Yeah.
He's good.
Okay.
He's good.
All right,
He's
Fantastic. Thank you for asking, man. Nobody asks anymore.
Yeah, well, Booster was
yeah,
actually
great,
that. You have to
thank you.
understand that was subversive. Booster was actually trying to see if you thought he was sexy. That's really what he was doing. You have to understand.
His voice is tightening my pants.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
probably,
You made his day.
probably.
You made his day. Yeah, sweet.
Well,
boy.
Dan Fraga.
Dan
How
Fraga.
are you doing?
How
I
are
might
you
do
doing,
a little
brother? How you doing?
ASMR kind of thing.
Oh
going on,
God,
yeah.
here we go. All right,
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, nice.
Let's move
Get
over.
a bag of chips.
Yeah. Oh no. Let's move
Here we
along.
go.
Damn it. All right, here we go. Now we're going to come over to our British friend. We forgive him for that, however. This is One Dune Rabbit. What do you think of what he's doing here? It's pretty cool. I like it, actually.
Which one's his?
He's
One
the
Dune
third
Rabbit.
one. One Dune Rabbit.
I'm trying to find him. Hold on, because there's JD Dishman. Looks like a Mario Brothers thing. Eric Hawkins. Hold on, there's so many.
He's third over from me.
That's-
He's third over from me. He's got the gorilla.
Oh, okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Everyone
So
else is doing the gorilla too.
wait, no, that's the team. I'm seeing mine. I'm seeing the
It's
Zachary's.
only hand.
I'm seeing Pixel Traders. I'm seeing one that's got the color red. I'm seeing
That's
a
it.
sniper.
That's the one. The
but
color
then
red.
That's mine's
Go to
got
that
the red
one.
on it.
Oh, okay, because that says JD Dishmon.
Oh
on it.
no, he's
Oh,
in
no,
between.
Right next to that.
What the hell? Because those look like Yoshis. They're like these little green heads. There we go. That opened up. I see him now.
Okay.
Nice, man. Very nice. And you're throwing the color in already. I like that he looks like he's rocking like the Che Guevara a little bit. You know, he looks like he's got a sweet beard happening, which is great. And then he smoked 2 more.
Yeah, yeah, right. It is pretty
I
piece
like
though.
that
I like
too.
it.
You got the shirt. Yeah, you got the rips, you got the pipes. I like the armor, man. You're being very predictive with the armor. You know, because that's going to happen in Black Flag. I haven't shown that yet, so I think you're in my head. That looks excellent, man. Really cool.
Awesome.
All right, sweet. Now the next one down is JD. No, just be careful
There it
what you
is.
say
No.
because the Bojangles Mafia is after him, so we don't want any trouble. Okay.
I'm in witness
I
protection
will
right now.
outright challenge the Bojangles Mafia
I don't know.
because
I
I,
don't know what that
hate
means.
how Americans call it biscuits. It pisses me off. This scones, and you put jam and cream on it.
Shut up.
They're scones.
I get very emotional about scones.
Yeah.
They're not
Scones,
scones.
Buster,
They're
scones.
biscuits. You damn savages. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Where
Dan.
does it? You put gravy on it.
Yes, we do. Thank you very much.
Gravy's great.
It's a sausage gravy on biscuits is
Chicken
awesome.
gravy.
What are you talking about? God, these
I don't understand it, to be honest.
it's
That's
just a
great.
bunch of
Well, I dig it. I dig this piece because it's got all of the Black Flag characters coming out on the
4 of
left
them,
side.
actually.
Well, I see Sniper, I see Geisha, I see Gorilla, and I see Bubble. So yeah, I mean, Rascal's not in there, and Raiden's not in there, but when are they ever there? And they're facing off. Who are these characters? They're facing off
Beyonds.
again. They're the what's?
The Beyonds.
they're his
Beyonds,
characters. They're
man.
his.
Tell me,
JD has
tell
a
me about
shtick.
the Beyonds.
Yeah.
Tell me about the
Yeah, I'll
Beyonds.
tell you. Okay, well, the ones that are depicted, there's Next Gen over here. He's the tech guy, you know, the autistic super genius who's kind of like the Peter Parker / Iron Man of the team.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And there's Kunine, the ninja Batman of the team. There's Red Bow, sort of like your sort of pseudo Frank Castle with kind of elements of Hawkeye in there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There's even Ares, the god of war himself, in Celian battle armor.
Sweet.
Nice.
Very nice. All right. And they're
Very
having
cool.
a showdown.
Well,
Who's going to
neat
win,
piece, man.
JD? Who's going to win?
Who gets the most votes?
Oh God. Oh, my brain. No, out of your imagined contest here between the Black Flag and your Beyonds, who's going to win?
The voters.
Okay, so he's being political. JD's being political. All right. Moving on. Next one we have here is Illustration by Design, which is Jiminy Cricket. Now, I'm always a fan of Jiminy's. What do you think of this here, Dan?
Well, it looks like Geisha.
It does.
I see some big breastises.
I like
they look
breastises.
great, man. Cool pose. Very cool pose.
They're great tits, Jiminy.
Yes, great tits, Jiminy.
Well,
Good
there
job.
There you go. You're gonna use their proper name, man. That's funny, man. I call them breastises and titties, and I learned how to spell the. I learned how to spell them with a D.
Boobies.
I'd never seen them pronounced with a D before because, like, I've always heard titties with a T, and then I started noticing people spell it with a D, and I like, one of them is a tit, but you would never call it a tid.
No,
You know,
see,
like,
that's
"Ooh, show me your tid."
that's Puff Daddy.
Right?
It's his fault. Yeah, we blame him.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
P Titty.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
no, this is great. I like the design elements too, the archway and the circle. Very Alphonse Mucha of you. I think this is very cool.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks.
I always love Jiminy stuff. It is beautiful. All right, let's keep moving down the row here. Next we have is Eric Hawkins, and he's doing himself a Punisher-esque character. What do you think of this one?
Punisher.
Let's take a look. Well, that looks like Sniper. Do I got the right one? You said Eric Hawkins?
You got the
That's
right
right,
one.
Sniper.
That's Sniper right there, man. You see the skull and you see the guns, man. I get it. Well, he is part. He's basically, if you took Captain America and Punisher and made them into one person, so someone who thought they had ideals and then they were changed.
Oh, I see.
That's Sniper. Excellent. You know, the thing that
I
really
can relate.
Yeah, the thing that makes me really stoked on this is your foreshortening is fantastic. I mean, the attention to detail in the costume is great as well, but I really dig the fact that you understand your foreshortening.
Thanks, Dan.
The gun design is looking really good too. I like his expression. Excellent.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Very cool. All
You're
right.
welcome.
And last but certainly not least, we have here on the end next to the booster, we have Adrian.
Adrian is on the very end.
He's doing
Adrian
geisha as well.
T20.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, man. Look at that. That's very cool. He incorporated her lightsaber, which was only really used in issue 2. She didn't use it as much as I would hope she would, but that things change. But yeah, fantastic. Great attention to detail. It's got her pose down. This one's great, man. And the fact that the lettering, there's a little bit of a logo in there too, is cool. It almost looks like, you guys remember back, well, I don't, you guys, some of you guys said you're about as old as I am. You called me old, but you got to remember, I started when I was 18. So
I'm a little boy.
young.
He is a little boy, and it's illegal to talk to him, so don't talk to him anymore.
Oh,
You can talk to me.
Take my hand. Have some Jesus juice.
Oh, no, what?
Yeah. No, this is fantastic. It reminds me of an old hip hop flyer. I don't know if you guys have seen the hip hop flyers from back in the day, but this is great. Like, I want to see geisha on the 1s and 2s. Really cool.
Oh, neat, dude. Well, actually, it's interesting you keep mentioning hip hop because, like I said, Eric and I are basically, we are the same age and we're just a few years older than you. And that means that we grew up in the hip hop era. I mean, it came out in our generation.
Yeah, we did.
Right?
Oh, that's why you hate blacks, Justa.
Yeah, but so ridiculous.
Terrible. Terrible.
Don't listen to him. He's just, I don't know what he is. He's got some kind of
that's some dark
STD
humor,
or
man.
some kind. Yeah.
STD. That's hilarious.
But my question is this: seeing as you really like the hip hop and you're obviously keep in touch with it, what do you think about some of these modern things that are going on? In particular, Travis Scott doing Fortnite events like he just had recently, which has got the whole video game world a Twitter. What do you think about that kind of stuff?
Great. I think it's really cool, man. I mean, I think one of the things that's the most powerful thing you can do as a creative person is to diversify your revenue streams.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are taught to stay, get a job, stay at that job, and do great. But if you lose that one job, you're kind of fucked. And what Travis Scott is doing is he does his music, he has his touring, he has his merch. By getting out there in the video game sphere, he's kind of hitting a couple of things. Number one, he's getting paid. You know, the Fortnite people are paying him.
Sure.
But the bigger thing that's happening there is he is being put into a piece of pop culture and in front of eyes that he wouldn't necessarily have been put in front of just being an MC. He now becomes a caricature like a Snoop Dogg or like any other rapper that has iconography around them, like Eminem or Tupac or Biggie.
Right.
The second he does that, he elevates himself to a bigger status than any of the other rappers on the radio.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's
it's smart.
very, very smart.
Yeah.
It's very smart to be doing that.
Yeah, it is, and it's a medium that the young would get into, and good on him for that. The only thing I would say with Travis Scott in particular, I appreciate his hustle. I do. I appreciate his vision to see that the opportunity that's there. But the only thing that's
Yeah.
a little negative for me is he's not a very good rapper, dude. I mean, he's no Snoop Dogg, he's no Heavy D, he's no Dr. Dre. He most certainly is no Eminem. And that's the only
He's no
negative.
Vanilla Ice.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
But you guys forget where he's fucking that Kardashian pussy, so he's getting a little bit
It's true.
big upped in places.
That is true.
Uh-oh.
That is true.
I know that's
yeah,
that's
that'll
my
do it.
naughty talking, but dude, I'm telling you what, a lot of times skill isn't where it's at. Travis Scott, he's a good producer.
Mhm.
I'll give him that. He's not my favorite rapper, but
No.
he does some awesome production. But he's definitely benefiting from who he's with, and I'm not saying that's why he's with her, but he's definitely there. It's if anything that I've learned in my tenure working in the entertainment industry, that whole adage of it's who you know.
Yeah.
It's not, a lot of people have that sort of negative connotation, but when I say things like it's who you know, you're getting into rooms where people that make decisions are. And
Yeah.
if you're a Kardashian, those that family has made so many business decisions and so many deals that they have the ability to leverage, and that is going to help anybody that helps them. And he's Team Kardashian.
Yeah. No.
So
And I don't hold any animosity toward him at all, dude. Good on him and all his luck. I hope he makes millions. That's not my point.
yeah.
But I
But yeah,
agree.
he's not a great rapper. No, I'm a my favorite is Rakim, and modern guys I like
Oh yeah.
Logic. I like Black Thought NF. Still an Eminem fan.
Yeah,
J.
Eminem's a
Cole.
genius. I mean, you just can't get away
You heard
Yeah.
the new?
Yeah.
Have you heard the new RA Rugged Man CD?
Yeah, see, I got sent a couple songs like the one with Method Man on it. I loved it, but I actually need to listen to the whole thing. And also, I
Yeah,
heard
I
that Mac
recommend
Miller,
it.
they finally released the Mac Miller mixtape, which is another one I want to check out.
Well,
So, yeah.
well, I'm a musician myself, so the one who I like the best
Oh,
simply because the musicality of the individual is Snoop Dogg. I mean,
yeah,
Snoop
he's
Dogg
great.
has got such an amazing groove, and he's got such a lyrical, a melodic lyrical ability that a lot of them don't have. I mean, that's one of the things I don't really care much for Travis's rap because he has no melody, right?
Yeah.
And there
Well,
should be a melody.
Snoop grew up on like you can tell by the stuff a lot of the samples that were used on the Chronic and used on Snoop's debut album were
Mhm.
at Snoop's suggestion. Dre wasn't using Parliament and wasn't using the Blue Notes or stylistics. He wasn't using them. It was Snoop that really brought that in. So when you think about like I think about the stuff I was exposed to as a kid and how it's affected me. I think with Snoop, he was raised on that really good Blue Note and Funkadelic stuff.
Sure.
And it's only and Charlie Wilson, Charlie Wilson, um, uh, when you stuff and dig that shit. Like if I, I'm a musician too, and if I could get certain guys to work with me, like here's a guy that'll make people laugh because of the 40-year-old virgin, but I think Michael McDonald is fucking awesome. And if I
Yeah.
could get him to sing back up on something sounding like Scooby Doo and shit, rubber. I would fucking die if I could get that to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah. Snoop is sort of a product of his his childhood, like we all are, you know.
Sure. No, that's true. But yeah, no, we have had a couple of guests on who are into rap and hip hop and stuff. We don't get to talk about it very much over here. But
Mm.
there's a lot to it that's to be respected. But like any kind of genre, it gets a little heavy on the commercialism, and you see a lot of kind of
It can,
nonsense. Like country music's gone to hell for the same reason, right?
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, I was never really, I can't say never. I liked country music because of the Urban Cowboy soundtrack. Like,
Mm.
you know, if you said you got a couple years on me, so I'm assuming you were born in the early '70s.
1970 to
50s,
be exact. Yeah.
50s.
Okay, so yeah, you got 3 years on me. So you remember when Grease was popular?
Oh God,
You
yeah.
remember when Urban Cowboy was popular?
Sure.
So like it was weird because when Grease became popular, next thing you know, there's all these bands doing the '50s sound, like Billy Joel doing, you know, the Jersey Boys and sounding like Frankie Valli and shit. But there was a slice of time when Urban Cowboy came out where it was like really cool to have like a country sound. Like you got Loggins and Messina, and you know, and even Olivia Newton-John was a country star first. Uh, but and Kenny Rogers, even though it was written by most of his hits were written by Lionel Richie of
Yeah.
the Commodores fame. You know, what a weird time to be alive, really.
Yeah,
Fuck.
no, yeah. And of course, Kenny Rogers just he recently passed away, didn't he?
Rip,
Yeah.
rip.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
freaking
bummer.
Kenny, very legend, dude. One of amazing voices. But yeah, he and Lionel Richie are lifelong friends. It's kind of interesting. You mentioned Billy Joel. I met him a couple times. I don't know him at all. But
Nice.
my
Yeah.
dad,
What?
well, my father is friends with him, so I've actually met him a
That's
couple times.
cool.
He
But
knows everybody.
no, I'm not. It's just like I said, it's my dad's friend, right? But
Yeah,
I have
well, can
nothing
you
but
give us some
respect for him.
autographs or something?
Who's your cousin?
I got a couple. I got a lot actually. I
Yeah,
got
tell
hundreds
us
of
about your
cousins.
cousin. No,
I
no, no.
got
You know which
cousins
one.
like a
The hot
motherfucker.
one. The hot cousin.
The one with
Uh,
the big titties.
That's
Alice?
funny. That's a way to get you into trouble. Which one of your cousins is hot? What?
Right, right. No.
Well, it's got to be Sally. You think your cousin's hot? Fuck you. Yeah.
Well, my dad is from the South, but we won't get into that. But anyway, that's cool, dude. Anybody else here enjoy the hippity hop? I think Booster does.
The hippity hop. You
I
don't stop.
like Run the
Ting
Jewels.
forever.
Run the Jewels is great.
K-pop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that one for some reason. The one with the Rick and Morty episode. Rick and Morty.
Shut up! Don't let them know I only know about them because of Rick and Morty.
Get Swifty. Get Swifty, dude.
Oh, no. Damn it, JD.
There was this great band, hip hop band in the '80s, and they were a band. They wasn't a solo act. It was a band, and they did some song. I can't remember who they were, but it was so great song. It was something like
How
the
did it go?
Bird or Jungle Bird or Jungle something. It was a real catchy because
Really racist.
Are
well,
you
no,
talking?
dude,
Are you talking about Digable Planet? Like, are you talking about the Third Base?
no, it was real catchy. It was in the early '80s. It was real fun because it was back when the hip hop first came out. It was fun. It was lighthearted and
Yeah,
fun. It's become quite dark over the
parties.
years. Yeah, parties.
Yeah,
It was dance music and stuff. And I can't
yeah.
remember what it was called, but it was such a great song, dude. It was the same time that Little Red Corvette was hot from Prince.
Oh, okay. That's 82, 83.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Do the
Some reason
bird,
the Bird or
but
Bird
it's
something
a
stuck in
rap.
my head. Such a great
The bird
song,
is the
dude.
I
word.
don't know.
No,
I
it
don't
wasn't that.
know.
What were some good, hip
Bird
hop
is the word.
groups in the early '80s though? Maybe that'll help me. Oh goodness
Well,
gracious.
yeah, Run DMC. But like when you say groups, not a lot of groups. I mean, you had the Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. You had the Treacherous Three.
Hmm.
Um, Lisa and the Colt Jam. I mean, they did some rapping. But I think I was more into like the early stuff. I mean, obviously you got Sugar Hill Gang, but
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
early stuff I was more familiar with, like the solo guys like Dougie Fresh and Kumo D, and later on you had LL Cool J and the groups like Run DMC, but that was more like 85. I wasn't like when I was in 83, I was 10, and the big thing for me in 83 was like the Flashdance soundtrack. So I wasn't even in, like, I liked hip hop peripherally as a kid. Always loved Sugar Hill Gang, always loved Curtis Blow, always loved like the radio hits, but like what was that song? Yeah, fuck it. I'm not even. I can sing it to you. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. That one.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I know that one.
With Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel. But like my memory, like my hard drive turned on 85. Like everything else was kind of like songs I remember riding my bike to. And I distinct, like, I remember ABBA really well. I remember Jim Croce really well. I remember, those sort of things. But like, I got really bit by the hip hop bug in '85 when the Run DMC stuff started coming over, and LL Cool J, mostly like the Def Jam stuff.
Oh yeah.
Of course, the Beastie Boys, and finding out about even more great guys like MC Shan and like all of that stuff. And then 86 was the big year. That's when Rakim came out, and I lost it because like you said, the stuff was sort of B-raps before, and like boasting, and Rakim was the first guy that was like really like saying something, like storytelling. Slick Rick would and Run DMC would, but
sure,
Rakim's felt a little more holographic and less cartoony. But I'm digressing, man. We're supposed to be talking about comics and
I know,
shit,
but that's okay. Hip hop school. We don't get to talk about it much over here,
I think
dude.
that passed about half an hour ago.
It did. It's all right. It's all right.
What happened a half hour ago?
We got off topic, but I'm enjoying the conversation. I think still
whatever
we can. But I tell you, the one that caught my eye, because all the things you're mentioning are good. I mean, I was joking, kind of half joking, but because I love Heavy D actually. I love he's got a more melodic feel, right?
Kid still loves the D.
He likes the melodic stuff. Heavy D and the Boys.
Yeah, Heavy D and the Boys. Yeah, it's really melodic. I loved it a lot. But the first rapper that actually caught my attention, I mean, really caught my attention, was Eminem, because that dude is freaking alien in his ability.
Of course, you like the white guy.
Now, it has nothing to do with it, dude.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's really great. He's really great. He's like the rapping version of Kim Jong-gi. Like he has all of the material, the vocabulary, the material. He's got an incredible flow, and his brain moves really fast, which is essential when it comes to rapping. Especially with the kind of rhyme schemes he has.
And that was Dre that brought him in and found him or brought him in, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, Dre found him, but he'd already put out the Infinite, which was his mixtape out there in Detroit, and he was doing stuff with D12 and Proof, and very cool of him to bring them along. But on the underground scene, he was already established. I think it was Dre that went, "Oh, yo, I can make money from this kid."
Sure.
And brought him in. Everything in that business is about, can I turn this dollar into 15 cents? Everything.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it makes sense, right? It's capitalism in its best form. Well, anyway, two little bit of updates here, guys. Do enjoy you guys coming along and being part of this. It's been a very interesting show. We got some great art going on. We've had some great conversation.
I finished my piece.
Oh, you did? Well, I'm going to come over to you in a second. Do keep in mind, we hope you guys are drawing along. We love to look at the draw-alongs. Today we're doing Dan Fraga themed, of course, Black Flag in specific. We hope you guys are drawing along, and make sure you go over to the Twitter and put it on hashtag DNQFE. Once again, hashtag DNQFE, and we'll check it out at the end of the show. We really enjoy that, so I hope you guys are doing that. Also, I'm going to look at Booster's art, and then it's going to be that time of the show where I step away for a moment and put Booster in charge. So Booster, not only are you showing your art off, you're also in charge. Are you ready?
At the same time, okay. Here's my gorilla. I only did a bust because that's all I could be bothered doing.
Start talking again, so I know it. Start talking, so I know it's you.
It's me. I'm over here.
Okay, there you are. Yeah, because little green dots light up. Now I can see you. Oh,
There you
cool,
go.
dude.
I did
You
this
got
in
this
MS
great.
Paint with my mouse.
I'm even more impressed, dude. Like
Impressive.
when I see somebody do some shit and then they're like, "Yo, this is an etch-a-sketch with my penis," I'm like, "God damn," you
You
know.
just gave me an
But
idea
this,
for my
Oh,
next
don't give him
project.
ideas, Dan, please.
sorry, man. Hey, drive a car with it. You know, just have a
No,
good time.
give me ideas. Give me all the bad ideas you have. I'll run with them,
Yeah,
baby.
I got bad ideas. He looks great,
Give me
man.
all of your bad ideas right now.
All of them.
Yes.
I don't know. Trying to breathe peanut butter.
Yeah.
Breaking glass in your fist and beating off.
Yeah. That's certainly a bad idea.
Using that broken bottle as a flashlight. Let's see. Cutting your eyelids off and taking sleeping pills.
Yeah.
That's all I got right now.
That's all of the bad ideas you have. Okay.
For now, there's other ones like have sex with your mom.
Yeah. Don't have sex with. You mean
Your
my
own
mom
mother.
or just
Don't
like
Oedipus.
your own mother in general?
Exactly, your own mother. I'm not, dude. I wouldn't call out your mother. I don't know her.
Okay.
I'm saying having sex with one's own mother.
Yeah, that
is
would be a
bad
very
idea.
bad idea. I would not. Yeah.
Yes.
Would not recommend it to our audience.
Yeah, I would. I'm not being specific. That would be horrible. Hey, man, I just met you. Having sex with your mom? Bad idea. Yeah, no.
Oh shit. Well, I don't know how to I don't know what's the best response to that. Like, so I'm just gonna say yes.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
All right. Excellent. But yeah, dude,
So whatever
awesome. I've never used MS Paint before. I'm a Mac user, so I'm.
Oh well, MS Paint I like to think is a very high spiritual program for only masters of the art.
I think you'd have to.
Yeah.
I think you have to. That's excellent.
Yeah, this is what I have to use to hold back my power to not intimidate the other artists. You see?
Oh yeah, I think it's like Superman. The fact that he could kill you with a glance, and that if he fights you, it's like fighting
it's
a
unfair.
baby.
Yeah, exactly.
It's unfair. How do you do it? Is it one of those heavy as the crown sort of situations?
Oh well,
how do you do it?
I don't mean to compare myself to Jesus or anything, but it's a pretty big responsibility.
I believe it, and you know what? Gratitude. We owe you so much for that.
Oh,
I don't
stop
know.
it, you.
It's okay. But you have commanded. You've basically made MS Paint your
bitch.
Your bitch.
Yeah.
I was gonna use that word. I was gonna say you made it your subordinate. But your bitch.
I would just say
really,
bitch. That gets right to the point. Yeah.
It does. There's no mincing of words.
Yeah. Not with me, baby.
Good stuff. Not with you, brother. That's hilarious. It's got like Elvis in there. It's excellent.
Remember?
Sounds like Johnny Bravo.
By drawing on my accent, do I sound a little like Elvis? Because I'd take that.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
you do.
No.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. That's a good one.
Johnny
Bravo sounds like Johnny Bravo. Yeah. Give me some more. Are you drinking tonight?
Me, yes.
What are you having?
I have a Jack Daniel's double Jack dry.
Nice. I'm probably gonna go grab some of my barrel aged Jim Beam after this and drink it real fast. Yeah.
I'm just sipping away.
Myself.
I'm being a good boy. I'm being a responsible boy.
Well, yeah, right. It's hard. It's a difficult thing to do during the quarantine, I would think.
Oh shit! Again. Oh, it's okay. I'm used to being quarantined. This is what I do, anyways.
Nice. That's it. We have that running joke, like with artists that, especially freelance guys that work from home.
What quarantine? Huh?
Yeah. What do you mean isolation? This is fucking normal.
Life.
So yeah. This is what I know. Yeah, introverts are celebrating right now. So what you got? What other questions do you have? Do you have any questions about Black Flag? Do you have any questions about drawing, any technique stuff, any other stuff?
I don't know. Are you asking just general or me? Because I don't have questions. I never have questions.
Anybody. But you're supposed to be the replacement host, man. Did he just kind of drop that shit on you?
I didn't say I was good at it.
Oh, man. I hear some something humming and drumming back there.
Who's your favorite Wu-Tang Clan member?
Oh, Old Dirty Bastard is up there. Probably, though, as far as rappers, it would be Ghostface. Love Raekwon. Also like Method Man. I know I'm not a big Jizza fan. Love RZA. His voice is great. His production is top notch. But I'm gonna go like heads and tails above is Ghostface. I mean, you get guys like Action Bronson trying to copy him, so that says a lot. You don't see a lot of people trying to. Yeah, word up. Great question.
So you knew your campaign was going to do pretty well, but did you have any idea you were going to? Was over 60K? I think in the first day, 50K, something like that. It was pretty high.
Yeah, we did. We did. I mean, here's the thing. I hoped it would do well. I had hopes and dreams that we could do somewhere between 30 and 40. That's what I really was aiming for. It's what we need to, to pay my guys, to pay the printer, be able to fulfill and deliver. So that was the aim, and I wouldn't say I had butterflies. It was more like excitement about it, but I had no way of anticipating the level in which. Say what?
Boner when it happened.
What'd you say?
Boner.
Yeah. It's funny. You're so funny because you're like I said it. Should I say it again? Actually, no. I did. I wooded up, dude. I did. I went full carpenter. I got all the wood.
Did you go busting that afterwards?
But it was crazy. It was. I didn't. I was on a stream for most of the day. If I did, I would have had to leave the stream. I got a little performance anxiety in front of strangers.
Yeah, we all do.
But no, I mean, I felt amazing, and it was one of those things like, and this is another thing I try to tell artists to do: try to take note of the times where you feel great, like where you feel awesome, and then save it and try to replicate it, kind of like a spank bank, right? You see something hot and you want to save it for later. But you do
what the hell? I come back and the first thing I hear is spank bank. What?
Hey,
I put Booster in charge.
You went.
Just where the conversation leads, baby.
We went. Yeah, we went where we know you went. You couldn't help
Jesus.
it. He's
right.
like,
I got a woman for that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, I've got a woman for it too, but sometimes you got to high five yourself.
That's true. That is true.
We're talking about weeks.
Well, I would just wanted to apologize to Dan because Booster has been in charge, and therefore I'm curious: was he preening on about Ezra Miller, Henry Cavill, or Lena Dunham? I'm just which one?
He didn't bring up any of them. I know the one choked out a fan. I know that. I know that. I know that Henry Cavill is Superman, and he's a pretty good one. I know that. And I know that needs to shut, and that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But
that's pretty accurate. Yeah,
it's pretty accurate. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
But sorry, where I was going because this is like one of those things where it's essential for artists to have this. If there's certain music that makes you feel a certain way, certain comics that make you feel a certain way, try to capture that spirit. The question for me was about Black Flag, and like it was one of those moments where I hadn't felt that sort of delight and surprise at the same time before, and I definitely put it into the Rolodex of like good feelings.
Well, speaking of Black Flag, I finally brought up the Indiegogo page. You're up to 90 grand, dude. You're doing pretty well.
Are you kidding me?
No,
are you kidding, dude?
No, I'm not, dude.
Holy shit! No way. Okay, see, I'm feeling that feeling. I'm literally feeling that feeling again right now.
Yeah, it's 85 right now.
Well, it says 9 million yen, so I was close. I
Oh yeah, we're not even at 90, dude. We're not at 90.
Well, it
We'll
says
just say
Hold
you're
on,
at
so
9 million.
9,169,650
you
yen.
dude.
Money.
Dan, we have to apologize
Sorry.
to
We're still
Chester. He
doing
lives in
great, man.
Japan.
No.
Yeah, he lives in
Oh,
Japan.
that's
He was
right.
doing the translation in his head.
I was.
But you
He's
know
not good
what,
at
dude?
math. That's why
That's
he's an
why I was
English
like,
teacher.
how the hell could we get to 90 that fast? Yeah, no, we're at 85, 670. With this is the part that makes me really thrilled is we've crossed the 1,000 backer threshold. We have 1,027 backers, which is
Oh, that's cool.
it's great.
It is
It's
great, dude.
super great, man. Like my mailing list that I sent out was a little over 1,000, so it's working. It's fucking super.
Yeah, it is, and it's good to see you making some money. Even in this time, I think we're still in a little bit of a tight economic market right now. But it's good to see you having success,
sure.
man. Yeah. But
Oh,
there
it's
are.
great. I think you know one of the things that that was brought up. It was Ethan Van Sciver who brought it up, and it was a good point, which was like during the Depression. Like when we were, you know, as a country, as a world, going through something similar, the stuff that thrived was entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
had Snow White, you had Wizard of Oz,
Speakeasies.
and yeah, well, no, prohibition had already been lifted by that time. But but I mean, I have a speakeasy in my house. You know, you're making me want to drink really bad,
Well, you
man.
have a spank bank
What
as
you
well, so I mean, you know, it's quite
I
the
do,
house you got going on.
I am a red-blooded man, and I think
There you
that's
go.
what we do.
Yeah. Oh, you you
I've
did the
been doing it
dog
since I
tags
was
too,
5.
like Mike Miller did. That's cool. Shot glasses.
He did. Did he do? Did he do
He
dog
did. That
tags?
was kind of cool. He's the only one I recognize doing that, but I like it. I think it's a good idea, dude.
What did they say on him? Where was
Uh,
it? Did it say like?
Lone Star or something or another. I can't remember. But
See,
I just thought it was clever.
mine looks like the character's actual dog tags.
Mhm.
So it's got his information on it with the black flag insignia. There's no branding on it outside of the insignia. So
Oh, I
that's
see.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is cool. And you have
I
the
mean, I
military
haven't
challenge
seen
coins
Mike
too.
since. Yeah, those are really important to me. Challenge coins are really important. A friend of mine gave me one, and I thought the concept was really good. And you know, one of the things that I try to pass on, but you know, you were talking about your channel's mission. My channel's mission is to inspire creativity in others and to keep people on task in that way. And one of the things that I believe in is to in doing your best every day, to be the best you can be, and to do the best you can do. So I put on that challenge coin to be and do your best. So it's sort of like one of those tokens you put in your pocket as a reminder of how to go through your day. Because especially nowadays, man, it's real easy to blow your cool or
Yeah.
want to hang your feet up. You know,
Oh.
fuck it. You know, throw the old
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah, we had a row here 3 days ago. 4 days ago, people
Did you
just
steal that
blew
line
up.
from the Navy?
Say what?
Did you steal that from the Navy?
Steal
or the Marines?
Oh, you're
Steal what?
talking about the no, it was from Gillette, man. The best a man could know.
The
Be all
best
you can
man
be
can
all you can be. I
get.
believe is the Army.
I meant
Where I
Marines.
got it from. Yeah, where I got it from, and it wasn't a direct quote. I was working with Bruce Lee's daughter, this wonderful woman named Shannon Lee, and we were trying to get the Bruce Lee concept as a cartoon at Mattel. And she and I were talking in the pitch meeting, and she was talking about like how her father's mission was to basically strive for excellence. And that was one of the things I could really relate to, you know. And as we were talking, she was like, you know, he was really inspired to do your best. And I said, you can't do your best unless you be your best, you know. And she's like, yeah. And I said, be and do your best. And she goes, that's right, be and do your best. And it just stuck with me, the concept of being and doing your best after that. So yeah, I mean, I guess the idea of it translates to the Army, but that's propaganda, man. Be and do your best as long as we tell you to. You know, there.
That's true.
Yeah,
Fair,
you know
fair
that
enough.
aspect. No, but I was on my way to be in the Navy, in fact, and it was 2 days before I was supposed to go to MEPS to raise my hand that I got offered the job in comics. So I was, man, I almost was. My dad was a Air Force guy. My brother was a submarine guy out in Groton, and you know that's where
Groton,
I
are
was
you a New
headed.
Englander too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
my dad was
wow.
in the maintenance. My dad was in the
No,
maintenance at the military,
okay. That's cool.
and
Yeah, no, my brother.
my grandpa was stationed at Fort Knox, and ironically, he would have
Okay.
been. Here's a funny story.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
would have been in a. You remember the Goldfinger movie?
Yeah.
He almost got in that movie
Goldfinger. Oh, that's cool.
because they were
Why?
filming that.
Why only an almost? Oh,
It
that's
got
cool.
edited out. He got edited out.
That happens.
Oh, that sucks.
That
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know, but it was pretty
But
cool.
yeah, no, I was almost in the military. It would have been interesting. Would have
Yeah,
definitely
no.
been interesting.
Yeah, I come from a military family myself, but it's that time of the show though, Dan, where I'm going to look at your video here on Indiegogo, and I'm very
Oh,
critical
cool.
about these things. So I always ask the same question: Am I
Okay.
gonna like it?
I sure hope you do. I mean, I like it. I feel, you know, as the person who made it, there are things that I could have added to it, and I probably will. But it was designed for the audience in mind. So yes, my answer is yes.
All right, cool. Well, you know what, Booster? This one I'm actually very positive about. He's got some actual filmmaking experience. This one could be badass, dude. Are you ready for
Jason
this?
Statham's in it.
Is Jason Statham in it?
No. Look, son, you
No,
gotta
he's
buy
not.
yourself
Now,
Black Flag.
now, you need to rate. You buy Black Flag. I'll kick you in the face.
There you
Oh,
see.
No,
face.
That would be
It, it,
perfect.
it took
gotta
everything I
rein in
had
those
to not say the C word.
expectations.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you
Cool.
can't say that on television.
You could.
But
yeah, we have no
again.
problem
Yeah.
with it. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm clicking it. It's clicked.
Do it.
All right, it's done. Oh, got some hip hop coming up. It's very. Oh, there it is. Okay.
At Extreme Studios is an artist by the name of Dan Fraga. The 20-year-old lives in Anaheim and got his start on the Youngblood #0 series. He then became the penciler for the Bloodstrike series and now does much more. His latest project is called Black Flag, and Dan has dreamed up some very interesting characters.
One of those stories that's been in my head on and off ever since I was like a little kid. So what I wanted to do was put little kids, big giant gorillas, super fighters, armored women with motorcycles and stuff. I'm trying to put it all.
Well, it's certainly professional.
The secret that I'm going to let people know is that
You were a pretty boy, man. You could have been in the Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You saying he's not pretty now?
Oh, I'm sure
I'm not
he's
pretty
more
now.
beautiful.
I'm like aged wine that's been left open. I got that musky smell.
Can you believe it's been over
vinegar?
25 years since Black Flag?
Yeah, thank you.
graced
That's the word.
comic book? That's right, Black Flag is back, and I'm more excited now than I was when I created it. Why? Because I have chock-packed this comic book with all of the things I love.
I'm trying to think of which one you're watching because I did a couple.
I'm watching the one in the Indiegogo at the top of the page.
Cool kids, magicians,
Oh, okay.
aliens,
Yeah.
With the raining bullets and all
Yeah, the
that.
production
That's right,
value is
Black
beautiful,
Flag
although the
Pineapple
audio is a little
Perception
bit all
is
over the
coming
place.
to
You might want to look at
From
it.
Incredible Comics, only
Yeah,
here on
that's you're hitting
Indiegogo.
some of the stuff I
want
was
you guys
talking
to
about.
check out
Yeah.
these crazy images
But it's
below.
the production
I hope
value is
you
beautiful.
Enjoy what you see.
Thanks,
Black
man. And I
Flag
made that all on my phone.
Gonna be insane.
Really,
It's
that's
all
cool.
100%
Fraga Boom.
made on a phone. All the effects are on the phone. I made those the raining bullets from scratch. Off a single picture of a bullet and tumbled them against.
Yeah, it's not bad, man.
A lot
It's
of
not.
fun.
It's not bad. It's really good production value. It's a nice tight 2 minutes, which is nice. You got to work on that audio though. But I think
Absolutely.
it's really cool, dude. Now I got to ask the question though. I'll come back over the other side here and so we can see the art some more. But I got to ask the question, dude. Where the hell does Fraga Boom come from?
It's a sound effect that was in a Lobo comic. one of those Simon Bisley Lobo comics, and someone had read it in the studio and said, "Look, your name is here, Fraga Boom," and then they just started calling me that. So I decided to make a song about it, and after the song, it just ended up becoming a nickname. You know, that was it. It was a sound effect in Lobo, and it stuck
because of your name. Yeah, that is a cool. I didn't know that. I just figured you came up with some idea off your name, but no, that's better. That's
No,
much cooler, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wish I could come up with something like that, but
The
no,
main
it's a sound effect from a Lobo comic book.
Yeah, no, it's a grenade going off, right? That's a grenade sound, right?
A frag, yeah,
Yeah.
or any sort of bomb. But you know, in Lobo, I think he says frag instead of fuck.
Yeah, he does.
You know, I'm gonna get you fragging bastages, you know, and that's you fucking bitches. And so, everything Keith Giffen had done had a lot of frag in it, Fraga Boom, and you know that sort of thing.
Now, how dumb do you think it was for them to not make Jason Momoa Lobo?
Well, I'm
that
not
was a
gonna
loaded
call
question,
names.
but you know.
I'm not gonna call names, but yeah, he'd have been perfect. I thought like if Simon himself was to you know get in the gym and go crazy, I think Simon would have been a good version. You know, but
Simon,
the
Simon
one that
who?
they got now,
Which Simon?
Simon Bisley, the guy who used to draw him. He's literally
okay. Sorry.
The human embodiment. Not Simon Le Bon from Duran Duran, dude. You know, buff up, Simon Le Bon. You'd be great. Nah,
I deserve that. I'll take that. All
right.
Goodness gracious.
No,
But
Simon,
you know,
the guy
only you and me and Eric got that joke, right? Oh, maybe Jiminy, but he's probably not paying attention.
Right? They're like,
Jiminy got it.
Simon Le Bon, is that James Le Bon's brother? Yeah, I fucking dated myself for that one.
It's all right, dude. It's all right.
Yeah. No, I think he would have been great, but from what I've seen, the live action incarnation is a little wimpy and off target.
Yeah, no, it's way off target. But we get that. We get a lot of that these days. I mean, you know, because that's one of those CW type of things. But you know, and I don't want to bash on the CW because it is low budget and they're making an effort, right? They're making an effort, so I don't want to bash on it. But sometimes they just miss the point.
You get.
Well, dude, they missed the point. I think they just missed the point.
And I love the Flash, and you know it.
The first couple of seasons of Flash was great, dude, but then it went downhill. It's kind of like when you were talking about being part of the Doom Patrol. That show did it right. It's not a super high budget, but it came out. It was fun, lighthearted. It was for everybody who wanted to watch it, right? There was no real politics involved. It was just fun, man, and it's very much a CW-esque type of show. So it's just I really think they missed the point a lot on the people who are creating it. I think missed the point.
Yeah, on which show you talking
CW stuff.
Not your show, Dan.
Well,
the rest of them.
I like Doom Patrol. I liked it. I thought it was good.
Legacies is great. You know, I really like Legacies. I haven't really seen any of the superhero stuff at all. Like I'd seen preview of Teen Titans, and I was like, yo, that
was bad, dude. That was bad, dude. Booster, would you like to speak on how?
Bag.
No, there's no mixed bag at all. Booster, enlighten the man.
That's bad.
Teen Titans.
Deathstroke.
Oh, we don't talk about Titans in this house.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Shit. You were supposed to tell me that before.
Yeah.
Nobody prepped me.
Yeah,
man.
that's one of my huge triggers.
Sorry, bro. Hey, Wolfman
Perez.
Wolfman Perez.
Yeah, that's right. Wolfman Perez. That's right.
Bro. Wolfman Perez.
Breathe.
Breathe.
It was really bad though. But
right, we're good. We good?
Oh God.
Martha.
Right.
Good? Are you good?
Yeah. What is the name? I did watch a little bit of the Legacy.
Why did you say that name?
What's the name? Jesus. Have any of you guys seen Legacies yet? The Netflix show?
No.
No, I watched a couple episodes of it. I think it's fine. I'm just not a 12-year-old girl, so it's not really my thing. But
sure?
Yeah, but I did love the Doom Patrol though. I had a really good time with that. I enjoyed that
Right
quite a
on.
bit. I also liked the other one, the Umbrella Academy. I thought that was pretty good too.
I like the
I
Umbrella
haven't seen
Academy.
that.
Oh
I
yeah,
heard it was good.
Umbrella
Other than
Academy's
that,
great.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard
It's
it was
very
good.
much like the Doom Patrol. It's very similar.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I heard
Chester,
that.
can I ask Dan a question?
Oh, please, ask
No,
away.
you're not allowed. You're not allowed to speak to Dan Fraga.
Hey, Dan, I thought I
Yeah.
saw on Twitter the other day someone posted an old picture of you. Were you on the Deathmate tour?
Yes, I was. I was on the Deathmate tour back in '94. Yeah.
Did you guys come to St. Louis?
I was not on that one. They
Shoot.
were broken up. They were broken up into different groups. So I was in the California group. We went
Gotcha.
up and down the coast of California. So we started off in LA, went all the way up north of San Francisco, came back down, ended at Universal in LA. But yeah, I think that one might have been like Liefeld might have been on that one, the one you're talking about.
I know Silvestri was and Lee was. I think I can't remember.
That's
I got. I
okay.
went.
That
I
that
met
tour
those
then.
guys. And I couldn't remember if you were there or not, and I didn't know where
Nah, I wasn't.
my tour
I
book
wasn't.
was to go see all the signatures. So
Yeah. No, I know the tour book, and I'm in the tour book, but I wasn't. I wish I was. St. Louis sounds like it'd be awesome.
oh, it was pretty cool.
Dude,
Yeah.
All right, that was my question. Sorry, it was kind of boring, guys.
Oh no.
All good. All good.
I love how this once again.
You
One
should
of the things that I
apologize
love
to
about
your
Eric's
listener,
art
piece
here,
of shit.
Dan, is it always is all scribbly and messy, and then all of a sudden he gets rid of all those back layers, and then boom, this thing is in your
Scribbly?
face, dude. Look
Wait,
at
wait.
that. Look at that, dude.
Which one? Which
Was that
one's
Eric
Eric's?
Hawkins.
Which one's Eric's?
He's the one that's doing the
Which one's Eric?
sniper.
Okay, I
Yeah.
have to.
But look at him take the layers away.
I
Go
gotta-
to
I
the
gotta
finished
start-
ink, dude. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Oh
Yeah,
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 that's
yeah.
super clean, dude.
Yeah, when it gets to the final inks though, look at that. I mean, damn, Eric, damn, it's
Oh,
really
thanks.
good, dude. They always surprise me when they do like that. That's cool.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Okay. So in your image days, like when you were working on stuff like Bloodstrike and stuff like that, how much of the design was yours and how much of it was Rob's?
Well, the books. It depends on the book you're asking about. When I worked on Youngblood Zero, some of the designs were mine, but mostly the characters that got killed, like Dutch Gamble.
Mm-hmm.
On Bloodstrike, those were 100% Rob's. I had worked for model sheets on those. On Supreme, that was Jim Lee, because I drew Union. That was Jim Lee and Rob. When it came to Kid Supreme, I got to do. I didn't design Kid Supreme, but I designed all the villains. And Berserkers, I got to sort of redo costumes based off of Rob's costume, so I got a little bit of freedom there. On Black Flag, those are 100% me. That's it. Yeah, it depended on the book, and that was kind of the run of it.
I like Berserkers. I like that was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloodstrike
Yeah, that was
my
probably
first-
one of my favorite of the.
Bloodstrike was one of the first comics I ever got. But when
Oh yeah.
so like when your Black Flag came out, I was quick to buy that.
Now,
Excellent.
it said in your little video there that you started at Image with Youngbloods. Now, I've read a lot. I love the
Yeah.
Youngbloods. Read a lot of those. What issues were you on with that?
My first issue was issue 0, and it was my very first sequential work as well.
Huh.
That came out in December of '92. That was kind of a lucky thing too. Like when I got hired by somebody just opened up a beer.
Yep. It's probably One Doom Rabbit.
Yep. Awesome.
was it?
When I was hired, I was supposed to be doing this thing called The Odd, which was like a Rob Liefeld version of Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
So Dorothy was sexy. The lion was sort of ferocious. Toto was a wolf. Tin Man was more like a robot. Straw Man was this sort of creepy, almost scarecrow from Batman looking guy. And so I moved down to Southern California from Northern California. But then something happened where the book fell apart, and it didn't happen. So I was. I relocated 500 miles away from where I grew up. I didn't know anybody except for Rob, with nothing to do. So I had this group of superheroes of my own called, of all things, Death Strike, like Blood Strike, and very similar in concept as well. And this is pre-Universal Soldier, but they were these guys that when they got killed, they were brought back to life, etc. So I had started drawing this story on my own with this character called Dutch Gamble, who got killed because he wasn't falling in line, and they went to kill him. And anyhow, Rob was running super late on Youngblood Zero, saw my pages, asked me if I'd be interested in having these pages be in Youngblood Zero. So I had to redraw a couple characters and turn them into Battlestone and Die Hard, and I did that, and it ultimately became Youngblood Zero.
So you just did Youngblood Zero. You didn't do any of the following issues.
I did some ghost work, and if you asked me what pages, I wouldn't be able to tell you because it was basically ghost work. I've done pages for Roger Cruz. I've done pages for Chap. I've done pages for Rob, where I draw them in their style.
Sure.
But I couldn't even tell you what they were.
Oh, that's cool though, dude.
How did Black Flag come about?
Black Flag came about out of, and I like how you asked too. It's like that voice in the back. Hey, the Black Flag came about through my desire to enjoy what I was doing. And what I mean by that is like everything in this book is something that holds my interest and makes me excited to draw it. So I wanted to have a soldier. I wanted to have a sexy babe. I wanted to draw wizards. I'm also a big Thundercats fan.
Oh yeah.
And when I was a kid, so you're about 3 years older than me, so you were still you were a young teenager when the Thundercats came out.
I loved them, dude.
Yeah, and well, I was completely enamored with Wily Kit and Wily Cat. Like I wanted whatever pellets they had inside their utility belts that made them throw it down and teleport, and I thought,
they were
that's
cool.
the cool.
No, I wanted an inflatable Chitara, but you continue.
Oh yeah,
Chitara,
well, no, that
I
had a crush on her.
Yeah,
I had a
dude,
crush
she
on
was
her
so
too.
hot, dude. Anyway,
Yeah.
I have to interject because we've come to the
Yeah.
end of the show, the end of our 2 hours, so I have to jump in.
That was a very quick 2 hours, man.
It was, man,
quick 2 hours.
but it was a lot of fun though.
Very shit.
Well, dude, I have to say you're a Mike Barron level guest.
Mike Barron.
Yeah,
That's
which is
cool.
a good thing. Mike Barron's come on the show a couple times, and he absolutely steals the show, dude. We love having him on. He's amazing, and you're that level guest. It was very interesting. Some really good stories, man. And we'd love to have you come back just to have a chat and do some art stuff, man. But we have come to end, so let's go ahead and count it down
Look
and
at
end it.
that. I'm already looking at Zachary's, man.
Oh, it's
Shit.
badass. Yeah, Zach's no joke, dude. There's some good artists in here, dude. But all right, here we
Zach's
go.
really good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put down your pencils, put down your erasers, put down all those things which make marks on paper. We are done. And of course, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go through and take a look at each one of these arts that we're going to be able to vote on. And after we're done with that, Booster is going to drop that link to the straw poll in the chat, and then just go over and vote. Keep in mind, it doesn't cost you anything. It's free. You don't have to download anything. Just hit that link when he puts it up in there. Go vote and then come back. We want to have a lot of people in the vote. We always appreciate that. And of course, the winner is going to go over to Mike Miller's show next week, so that should be fun. But let's go ahead and get to that. And then keep in mind that after we're done with that, Booster is going to also take a look at the draw along. And we hope you guys have been drawing along, man, because we love looking at it. And once again, all you have to do is go to Twitter and put that on hashtag DNQFE. All right, let's start over here with the young lad himself, the golden boy, if you were, the up and coming one. Dan, you should keep an eye on this Zachary kid. He's pretty impressive.
I'm
okay.
blown away.
He's okay for a white guy.
He is okay for a white boy, and he's the most whitest boy you've ever met. That's for sure. Yeah.
Pretty white.
I've seen some pretty pasty white boys. So you know.
Oh well, he's the ultimate pasty. Oh
yeah.
Awesome.
Dan met me earlier. He was awesome enough just to kind of throw out a StreamYard's link, and I was like, should I click on it? And I did.
You did.
And so
He did. He came on the show. He got to listen to us rant and rave.
Oh my god, I loved it though. I'm one of those kids. I'm one of those guys that'll just sit back and listen to people talk because I love listening to the stories and everything.
Yeah.
And I was
Some
and
good
I'm a
stuff.
bit of a fanboy, so I'm kind of going like, do I talk now or am I going to sound stupid?
All right.
Do I talk now?
Yeah, I understand.
Nah, that my show is definitely joining the conversation, man, for sure.
Yeah, I was just waiting for
dude.
moments,
That's fucking amazing.
It's
it's
beautiful.
really great, dude. The sniper and geisha is great. I mean, shit, man. I'm blown away.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
beautiful.
Fantastic.
Beautiful stuff. All right, let's
I
move
was
down
starting
the.
to work on Gorilla in the back, but it couldn't quite get to it in time.
You did well. Let's see the layer anyway. Bring up the layer. Let's just take a look at what you got done. Yeah, see, yeah, that would have been. Look at that. That would have been badass, dude. You gotta finish this, dude. Booster, did you put Zach on the poll today?
Yeah, he's on the poll.
Good. All right,
but
guys.
You're not allowed to vote for him.
But you can't vote for him.
He's
That's
on
right.
the poll, but you can't vote
He's too
for
good
him.
for us. That's true.
Do not vote for Zachary Bradley on the straw poll
don't
that
do
is
that.
coming in soon.
Don't do that.
Oh,
But
Pixels is
I will
looking
be very
great.
upset.
But if you're a rebel and you
Pixels looks
do,
great.
oh, okay. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. But if you guys do like what Zach is doing, please do vote for him in the straw poll. Don't listen to Booster. Pixel, go ahead, Dan. Go ahead.
Yeah, Pixels is looking great. I love the graphic representation of it. I think it would lend great to like a wall poster. You know, it's got a real, some things work better as like magazine covers, right? Like you want to hold them in your hand and take a look, which is a good thing. And then some things look really good in a graphic way where they look good up close, they look good up far. I think Pixels captured a really great energy both in the characterization but also the graphic appeal.
I don't know. Pixel's a very diverse artist. Actually, he's capable of doing all kind of styles. It's pretty interesting. His his battle snail is hilarious. I think it's
Critical
awesome.
snail.
Critical
You
snail.
fake
Yeah,
cute
that's
girl.
freaking awesome, dude. Shut
You don't even
up,
pay attention to
Booster.
Pixel.
I
All
like
right,
the
Pixel, I beg
snail
you,
with
baby.
the gun. All right. But and another thing, Dan, I don't know if you've ever.
I too am a big fan of gun snail.
You are. I don't know, Dan. No, I don't know if you've ever actually had any time to speak to Pixel. But do keep in mind he is a beautiful, beautiful human being. I mean, gorgeous man.
I know. I've hung out with Pixel.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've actually. I gotta big up myself. I'm very proud of the restraint that I've had because I just want to whisper sweet nothings all night long.
Dude. I know. I mean, he looks just like Ben Affleck, dude. It's just sex
Is he
incarnate.
Spank Bank material?
He is.
Except Pixel can close his lip.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
that's
damn.
True. Around
Oh, damn.
what? Around what?
Oh, dang.
I was implying that Ben Affleck's a mouth breather.
Oh, I know you were. But all right, thank you very much for
okay.
being in here, Pixel, with us. We wish you'd come in more often, but it does look awesome, dude. Moving down here, we got One Doom Rabbit. Now, Rabbit, are you still with us? How many beers have you had today, brother? I've heard at least 4.
I'm on my 8th beer.
Eighth beer. All right. So what was I thinking?
I'm English. It's good. It's what we do.
It is true.
Excellent
it is true.
work, man. I like. Whoa.
I don't know if you can see it right
but
now.
a Pixel Trade is also on the poll.
There we go.
Did you put him on the poll?
You
Cool.
got your
cool.
All right.
Your cool Slipknot shirt on too.
Yeah, he does, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's excellent, man. I really like what you've done with the armor as well. Again, dude, cool. you guys really know how to capture character, which I dig. I did a lot of really good character in this one.
I just wish we could use real color.
Yeah, well, but it's not really. It's difficult.
I know.
So, in the time constraints. We get a lot of great artists over here, Dan. We got what's the stable up to now, Booster? It's over 100, isn't it?
Over 100 what?
100 artists on Drawn and Quartered Ultimate Edition.
Something like that.
Yeah, Discord's pretty full.
It's really a lot of people, dude. We're always looking for more. If you guys want to come and give your hand at it, just come on and hit me up on the Twitter.
We like to collect artists that will come here and humiliate themselves for free.
Or do awesome stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
But Rabbit, it looks awesome as usual. And if you guys like what Rabbit is doing, if you like what Pixel is doing, definitely vote for them in the straw poll. Coming down here, we got JD. JD is one of our favorite people. We're always worried and concerned for him. We pray for him every day because North Carolina is a death trap. Yeah, it's awesome, dude. We got
Chicken Mafia.
The Chicken Mafia, man. Watch out for that shit. They ain't playing around.
Gawk.
Yeah, Black Flag versus Beyond. Sweet. All
Beyond.
right. Yeah. Now, if you guys like what JD
very
is doing,
cool, man.
definitely vote for him in the chat. Yeah, no, it's cool, and I like the way he used the color actually. Yeah. All right. So let's move down here. Could we get to pick up our time speed a little bit? Jiminy, damn it, dude. I don't know what it is. I love Jiminy's. I love his art. I love it. It's just
Love it.
I love it, dude. And of course, he almost finished today. He was so close, dude.
Really close.
Yeah. This close.
It's a grown-up bubble.
Where did Dan Fraga go?
I think he was having a little bit of trouble. He's back. It's
There
all
he
right.
is.
Yeah.
No one panic. No one panic,
No
for
panic.
goodness sake.
He's back.
Oh, he's back. I'm back.
All right, if you guys like what Jiminy's doing, though, definitely get him a vote from the straw
I'm
poll.
back. I don't know what happened.
If you like grown-up bubble and for bubbles, vote for Jiminy Cricket.
That's right, and there are chesticles as well, which is always good. Coming over here next, of course, we have Eric Hawkins, the most amazing Hawkins of all time, and Eric puts down some pretty cool art, dude. I'm liking this sniper, man. It's a really good piece, dude. Yeah, that is badass.
It belongs like on a blister pack. Like if the sniper action figure, you put that on the back of the box.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
that would be
That's
cool. Yeah, no, that's awesome.
That's really cool.
All right,
And an ample amount of pouches for the win, dude.
Pouches for the win, absolutely.
I think
Now-
there's 17 of them.
7, jeez.
Nice.
But if you guys like what Eric is doing, definitely vote for him the straw poll. Now, let's move down here. And our last contestant for today, of course, is Adrian. And Adrian's actually got a geisha. And he also did a second piece with Sniper, which is nice.
Cool.
So very cool, dude. Very cool.
Dope.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's great, man.
Thanks.
And he used
I
a
like
little bit
them
of
both.
color in the
I
second
prefer
one.
the geisha, but they're both great.
Thank you. It was fun drawing them.
Yeah, I like the
Wait, is
feet
Booster,
on geisha.
What happened to Booster?
I don't think I've drawn them since I was like 12.
Well,
So you
these
you
feet
went
are
to
much
the-
better than Rob Liefeld, so you're good.
I was
You're
gonna
good
say
company.
we're gonna go into cranberry territory.
You're all right. But if you guys like what Adrian's doing, definitely vote for him in the straw poll. And let me run through the art real quick again. We got Zach Bradley, of course, the Golden Boy. We have Pixel Trader, the boss. We have a One Doomed Rabbit, the Drunk Brit, which we love. We have JD, who is running from the Bojangles Mafia. We'll pray for him. Pray for him. We have
I don't even
Jiminy
know what
Cricket.
is that.
Oh, that's an inside joke, dude. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, JD is in danger every turn he takes. It's
North
ridiculous.
Carolina is deadly place.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Just
chicken.
Everyone wants to kill him there.
Everyone
It's
wants to kill us.
Okay.
But we got illustration by design.
Be safe.
Yeah, illustration by design. We got Jiminy Cricket here. Jason's piece is really nice today. We have Eric as well, and we have Adrian. And of course, just leave it on here real quick and show, of course, this amazing piece Dan has been doing while he's been chatting. It's freaking beautiful, dude. But all right, so here we are. Now, what's got to happen, of course, as you guys know, Booster's going to drop that straw poll in the chat, and you guys are going to go vote for it. And right now, yes, please.
Right, meow.
Right now, yeah.
Right.
Meow.
I'm not doing the stupid cat thing, Booster.
Now what's the problem? Check me out. Hey, check me out.
Jiminy is sabotaging my posts in the chat.
Is he? All right. So All right.
This minute
So
meow.
as you guys are over there voting, and I'll go over and vote in a momentarily, but the first thing we want to do is to look at the draw along. We love these things. We really appreciate you guys coming in, being involved with it, and doing this pieces of art. We see some amazing things. And if you haven't dropped it in there yet, it's easy. Just go over to Twitter, go into hashtag DNQFE, hashtag DNQFE. So Booster, let's go ahead and get into it, dude.
Oh, you wanna see the things, right, Meow?
I do want to
Okay,
see
so
him. Fine, right meow,
all
you
right,
bastard. God.
you said it. What a dickhead. So we got the Hal comics first with Raiden and Bubble.
Oh, look at
So here,
that.
yeah, is that a rising sun?
I think so. Yeah. Now,
That's
Dan,
pretty
if you
good.
want to see what we're
Oh,
looking at,
sweet.
just white box on Booster, and you'll see all the people in the
Oh
chat
yeah, yeah.
draw along. Yeah. This is Alan.
Hold on a
Alan's a really
second.
good artist. He's on here quite a bit, and it's of course amazing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
He's not up in the panel nearly enough.
Love seeing Raiden. Not enough people pick Raiden.
Raiden, yeah.
So yeah, that's Hal's Raiden and
awesome.
Bubble.
It's
We
awesome,
have a
dude.
Jason Gonzalez.
Oh,
doing
Jason.
Sniper and the Gorilla in a action pose, blasting some people away. That's pretty good.
That is cool, dude.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Oh,
Really
apparently
cool
he's got an
imagery
A.
there.
Oh,
cool.
He's working on it even more. I hope he gets that one finished. So that one kicks ass, man.
Yeah, no, we'll
Yeah.
probably see a finished version of later.
I hope so. And here we have El Rodimus Flash. I
Ooh.
am not sure what this
Rascal.
is referencing, but
Well, first of all, that looks just
Oh,
like
that's
me.
Henry Rollins.
Yeah.
That's Henry
It is,
Rollins.
yeah.
And he drew the Black Flag, the punk band. Very cool.
Yeah, no.
You can't go wrong with Volcano.
apparently he's
Neck.
not happy with you.
Is he?
No,
He's
but
burning
this-
your black
this-
flag. But no, he looks
No,
like
no,
me.
that's the Black Flag logo of the band.
It's
I see.
Alvarado. But it looks like me without my beard, dude. It's really weird. But
Well, we
Chester's
also have,
jazz
Chester's
records.
Jazz records, Chester's Twitter catalogs, and
Uh-huh.
his poems.
My poems.
And
Yes.
Booster says this is way too intense with one O, and he's got a tomato with him. But I assume he is measuring.
I don't know. Get him, Henry. All right, cool.
I knew
Rodimus is always
Rodimus was going to draw Henry Rollins. I just knew it.
Yeah, that is badass though.
Awesome.
Cool.
That's terrific.
We have a Kinmara.
Oh, Kinma. Hey.
She is
Rascal.
apparently too drunk to
Continue.
continue this,
And
but
she drew that after having 9 beers.
Yeah, no, dude.
Well, shit.
she was in the chat promising to draw me tatas, as I just did here.
But she didn't.
So I am disappointed by the lack of tatas,
And
but
so am I. I'm offended, Kima.
yeah, but it's still a very good piece.
Yeah.
Well done, Miss Kinma.
All right.
Next we have a JCM,
Oh, JCM.
Hellfire from Black Flag.
Yeah, I saw that one on
Flag.
Twitter. That's
Flag. Oh no.
hey,
Did you just did you just do something wrong?
No.
It's okay. In Rabbit's Land, it's a cigarette, so it's all right. It's all good. It's a bundle of sticks. A bundle of sticks.
Rabbit Man.
Yeah.
This is Hellfire. Oh no.
Go ahead, click to the next one. It's got color on it.
And apparently he's got a red version. So
Yeah, there it is.
We
Yeah.
are allowed.
Very cool.
allowed red.
That is cool, dude.
Why am I slurring? I barely even drank one of these. Shitting hell. Terrible.
Shitting hell.
What the fucking swear is that?
Right, right.
So there you go.
It's a New Zealand swear. Yeah.
I think it's a booster
There we
swear.
go.
I make up my own
There's our
swears all the
tatas.
time.
There's some
There's-
I
tatas.
have some
from
tatas
Mike
here
G.
by Mike G.
Yeah.
Has done some lady tatas. So there we go.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Very
dude.
nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for entering, Mike G.
Well, Matt Weldon is in here making comments. Did he bother to draw
Well,
something? There he did.
he
did.
did,
There it
in
is.
fact.
There it is. Yeah.
Matt Weldon is here.
Oh,
Awesome.
So we start off with this. I'd like
Ooh.
to point out the little
gosh.
booster here with
Holy
the massive
shit.
rifle.
Jesus, Matt, dude. The beast. The beast.
That's fantastic, man.
Oh, Matt's amazing, dude. Yeah. But
They probably drew it while he was
I love the way
sleeping.
he draws booster. I gotta commission this guy for like
no,
the,
dude, we
booster
need to
avatar.
get him to do
Matt
a Booster
draws
Kiwi
the
action
same way-
comic. I'm telling you. That is a
Matt
badass
draws-
Kiwi he's designed. It's cool, dude.
Yeah, the way he
Matt
does
draws
the
ways
right?
that
I love
Fraga
this drawing
Boom-
scheme with Tam Fraga and Matthew Weldon because they
Yeah.
both have the same sort of
They do. That's fair. They have a
You know?
similar style. Yeah.
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 Very cool.
Then
stuff.
we have another Matt Weldon.
Jeez.
Yeah.
We
Right.
got the gorilla
And
Nice.
Bubbles. Yeah.
Where
fur on
can
the
you see
shoulder there.
these?
It's just crazy.
Where can you see these? Because some of these were tagged, and I can see them, and some of them weren't.
If you white box me on the in the hangout here.
No, I'm saying where can I see them
Oh,
on
just
Twitter?
go to Twitter.
Oh,
Got
all right.
hashtag DNQFE. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
then
find
hit
all of them.
latest.
Latest.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Matt Weldon's badass, dude.
DNQ.
Matthew, you're crazy.
All
Crazy.
right, so excellent. And I gotta just search the hashtag.
You just go to the latest
Yeah.
tab. You should see latest, and that'll take you to all the newest ones they've done. So we have a Tolfa, who is 14 pages
Yes.
into a 22-page comic.
Sweet.
Is a big gorilla saying "Shut up and eat your sandwich" to a tiny, unsuspecting Kiwi.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Is there a joke with sandwiches I'm not getting, or
We made a sandwich joke earlier. You were busy eating a sandwich and doing other things, and you weren't paying attention. But it's all right. It's all right.
Okay, I'm pretty bad paying attention.
Yeah, you are pretty bad at that. You have a goldfish's attention span. It's all right. It's your millennial generation. What do you want?
I was already following Matthew Weldon. That's crazy.
Matt's
follow him again.
really solid ours, dude.
Yeah, no, he's
Junkyard Done DQ is drawing Geisha.
Yeah, Junkyard
And
Done,
we have
dude.
some big bobs here. Well
Yes,
done.
very nice.
Oh, nice.
Lightsaber everything. Big old hips. Yep. It's very lovely.
It's beautiful. Yeah, very nice. He put a little bit of magenta in there. We said red, but we'll take your magenta. All right.
I think that's just his lines that he did before the inks.
Don't bust my imagination. I saw magenta and I meant it. All right.
So here is Maron. What's that? What kind of is this? Maron. Maron.
Wow, man, she's extra chesty.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
That's
big old
backbane
kitty.
territory.
Apparently, it's a very quick rough.
That's very
I can believe that's seen it's finished work.
Yeah, but that's very classic old comic book style, though, dude. Look at that.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Big fat titties, just wobbling it, knock you out.
Big fatty, knock you out.
Baby, gonna knock you out.
Oh man.
I know I've a great grasp on the English. Anyway, well done. Would touch my winky too.
Yeah, good job, Armor on
Martin.
sign.
Sheldon Martin has done a
Ooh.
Raiden from Dan Fraga's Black Flag. There you go.
Very cool.
That is cool, dude.
Looking pretty cool.
Very nice, Sheldon. Yeah, there's some really good pieces today, man. Yeah, Eric.
Another Kimura. She says your tatas. Yes. Oh, thank you.
Yay!
This is why she's my favorite. She draws the tatas.
She does. She's accommodating. But I'm terrified. Who the hell is this character, though?
I don't know. It scares me.
She's thorny. That's nice, though. I like it. Yeah.
Mixy, she says in the chat. I don't know if this is from Dan Fraga's comic.
No, she just
reminds me a
gave
little
you
bit
tatas. Yeah.
of Witchblade a little
Wait,
bit.
I know that.
A little bit, yeah. But no, Akima's a great artist, though. Beautiful stuff, man.
And that is all of them, I think. No, there's another.
It's from El Rodimus. Le Gobel. C'est bizarre.
I don't know what's happening, but thank you for sharing, El Rodimus.
Cool.
Well, he's riding a
Very
kiwi.
confused at this.
It's
The
related.
Tomato Kid.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, guys, the Tomato Kid. That is awesome. We do appreciate you. Keep in mind, of course, today we've had Zachary on with his great piece. We have Pixel Trader as well. Come on and draw with us, which is always appreciated. We have One Doom Rabbit, 8 beers in, but with a badass gorilla. We got JD here, who is safe with us. Safe. This is a safe space, JD. We have Jason and his really beautiful bubbles. We have Eric Mark and his Sniper, and we of course have Adrian, who has done Geisha and Sniper as well, and of course we have Dan Fraga, who did a pretty good piece himself, and very happy to have you on here, dude. That was a lot of fun. Now what I'm going to
Thanks for
do?
having me, man.
Oh no,
Yeah, you're a
absolutely,
great
dude.
guest.
It was a great guest. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to vote myself. Of course, you guys know who I'm going to vote for. It doesn't really matter, I suppose.
You better not.
Come on. I know.
Don't
Come
you
on,
dare.
Chester. Do what has to be done, Chester.
I will do what has to be done. I'm on it. All right. All right, so I have voted, and then I let me see how many votes. We got 29 votes in here. Now we got 40 some people watching, so please get in there and vote, guys. Also keep in mind, as today we talked about a lot of things. We didn't really spend a lot of time on the Black Flag Indiegogo project, but definitely go check it out, guys. If you want to back it, please do. But at least a minimum, share it out and let's get more eyes on it as possible. Let's try to make this as big as possible. And Tank Fair, it says chesty busty. Thank you very much. I have no man tits, dude. I am pure manly buffness. Thank you very much, Tank. All right. But all right, we got 29 votes. Let's get this up here. I want to see. I'd like to see. Oh, there's 30. All right, they're coming up. And goodness gracious, these names that Booster came up with.
It's JD.
Vote for me.
Vote for you now, Dan. Now, of course, you have the Black Flag thing going on. You get the project. You're creeping up on that $100,000, which is awesome. Congratulations, dude. But
Thank you.
Would you like to give us a little bit of a sneak peek or a hint what you might be doing in the future?
The future of the book itself, or
Just
or
your
my
future, your comic book future. Yeah.
Well, what I'm going to continue to do is finish up this 4-part book. It's 4 48-page books for this one story. Once that's done, I'll be working on the follow-up. I'm not going to say what that is, but since the book is performing as well as it is, I'll be starting up a second title through my company, which is called Incredible Comics, and getting that up and running. And we're going to continue to make quality books with the fan in mind. That's the future.
That's
YouTube
awesome.
and comics. That's it.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's what we want to hear more of. More good comics. That's what we need. We got 32 votes in here. I'm going to let it go for another minute before I go ahead and shut it down. But we've had a lot of fun today. We do appreciate you guys coming in and having some fun with us. It's always a blast here to do Drawn and Quartered, of course. And so while we wait, does anyone have any last questions for Mr. Fraga?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I do.
I'm ready.
Do you believe in true love?
Yes. I believe in true love.
Jesus Christ.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful,
You stole
man.
my question, Booster. You stole my question.
Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead, man.
Is Black Flag a one shot or is it going to be a series?
It's it's going to start off as a 4-issue 48-page 4-issue story.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, where it goes from there depends if people want more of it, and if they do, then there'll be more of it.
Great. Sounds great. Very awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dope.
Sweet. Any other questions for Dan?
42.
Yes.
Oh, God. Go ahead,
Thank
Booster.
you for the fish.
Oh,
Do you,
for the fish.
do you think my crush likes me? Because I don't know. I'm like really shy about it, but she's like.
Hey, you have to shake me first.
Oh.
I'm like the magic 8-ball. Try again later.
Try again later. There you go. The right answer. Right, we're up to 35 votes. I'm going to call it here momentarily. If anyone doesn't have any other comments, I'm going to go ahead and get into this. Anybody? Nope. All right. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to call it. This is the end of the poll. I'm stopping it at 35. That's where we're going to go forward from. What? What, Booster? What?
The tie was broken.
No.
Who's winning?
No.
I'm winning. Stop it.
Spoilers! Spoilers! Spoilers!
One vote.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, it was really close, dude. It was really close. You know who made the difference? Me. My loyalties are
I told him in the chat.
unwavering.
I told him in the chat I would go over there and beat Mike. I guarantee it. I still guarantee it. Give me that last 2 votes. I just need them.
No, it's done, dude. I closed it. It's done.
No.
It's
I
done.
won't accept it.
No, it's done. So here we go. Let's get into this. Let's see here. In last place with 0 votes, unfortunately, today. He actually won last week. But we have JD of the Bojangles Mafia. So congratulations. Thank you for coming in, JD. Thank you. Class for JD. Class for JD. Very nice.
No problem, guys.
Yeah, no. Very happy to have you in here, dude. You were less chatty today, though.
Oh, I was listening to his story, and Dan Frega's story. That's why I was less chatty.
Yeah, no, they were pretty good, man.
Nice.
Dan turned out to be a great guest, man. That was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting much, but
nobody ever does.
Let's insult our guests.
I wasn't expecting much from Dan Fraga, but he's surprised.
That's what my wife says.
But no, actually, that was a great conversation, man. Good stuff, Dan. Thank you. Then we have top here. We have Adrian Tepes, the quietest in all the land, with 1 vote. So congratulations, Adrian. Thanks for coming, dude. Claps for Adrian. Claps.
Thank you.
Claps.
Yeah,
Very nice.
whoever
Very
voted for
nice.
me.
Very nice. Now, I don't know exactly why Booster has put this in here, but with 2 votes coming on for the first time in a year and a half, we have Pixel, the Pussy Boss Trader. Sweet, dude. Why is he the Pussy Boss, though? I'm kind of curious. Anyway, claps for Pixel.
Because he's the boss of the pussy.
I guess he is, dude. Class for Pixel.
I
Goodness
think
gracious.
there was lies and betrayal, and he's trying to make me look bad in front of the boss.
Maybe.
Get me fired.
Wow.
Maybe. It could
Someone's
be something.
out looking for a new co-host. I see.
I'm always open to change, Booster. You got to be willing. You can never.
You son of a bitch.
All right. Coming up here in 4th place, first runner-up, last runner-up, we have with 3 votes, we have one Doomed Rabbit, the other Brit, because Booster's such a Brit. Jesus. But that was a really good piece you had today, though, Rabbit. I loved it. But
I'm
anyway,
still British.
yes, okay, Booster, we understand. All right, guys, claps for Rabbit, man. Very nice, very nice. All right, very nice. All right, now we're coming up into the championship bracket, and with the copper medal and 7 votes, we have Zachary. Don't for me, Bradley. So congratulations, Mr. Zachary, the golden boy.
I'm going to hunt
Very
down
nice.
those
Very
7
nice.
people that voted for you. You're done. You're out of here.
Yeah, I should have been 3rd.
You should have been 3rd. We can officially make you 3rd if you'd like. We'll just kick him to the curb.
I give all my votes to JD.
There you go. Oh no, if you do that, then he wins. Oh God. All right, now of course, claps for Zach. Claps for Zach. Please. All right. And then it was really close up to the top, man. 1 vote made the difference. 1 vote. And I wonder whose vote that was. I don't know. But in 2nd place with a silver medal around his neck and absolute accolades for doing so, we have Eric Hawkins, the Ericists of Erics.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
good.
you for all the votes.
Very class. Claps.
Had fun time on here with Dane.
Yeah, no, it was great stories, man. And then, of course, the winner today. He should always be the winner. I mean, really, let's be realistic.
I agree.
Why should we even compete anymore? I mean,
that's right. You should just not even show up. It just should be Jiminy all the time. All right. But with 12 votes today, illustration by design almost finished this time, which is interesting because Booster wrote that probably an hour and a half ago. Ooh. But congratulations for 1st place today. Please represent us well over on the Black Geese Universe's Pro Edition, and condolences to Eric because that was really close, dude. But congratulations, Jason. Good on you, and claps for Mr. Cricket. Very nice.
Yay!
Very nice.
And unlike Eric wins, it won't be a complete shot. Mike will actually have a chance of beating me. With Eric, he doesn't have a chance. So.
It's true.
That's true. He doesn't.
Yeah.
It's true. True. But all right, guys. Well, thank you very much. That was a lot of fun. A good show today. We had some really
Really
good
good time.
conversations, good stuff, great art as usual. Now I'm going to do what I do every show, and I'm going to end it by going to each person, and I'm going to allow them to say, promote whatever they're working on, or say where they can be found, or et cetera, et cetera. Now, Dan, keep in mind you're going to be last. So when I come to you, though, of
Great.
course, do all your promotions, all those things you would normally do on a show. But you also have another
Okay.
responsibility, and I hope you're up to it. Because when we
Okay.
end our shows here on Fanspeak, they need to be ended with words of wisdom that can be namaste, sir.
Mm,
Great.
Chester,
Yes.
I dig it.
did you notice Dan actually had a mission statement, whereas yours is dick in the water?
Mine is boom, dick in the
I
water.
think he
Get
can
it
handle
right.
this.
Yeah. You quote me properly, Mr. Hawkins. But anyway, so just keep in mind, I'm going to come to you, and after you say whatever you're going to say, you are going to namaste us out of here. All right. Let's start over here
All
with
right.
Adrian. Now, Adrian, sir, go ahead and give him your shtick.
You can find me on Twitter at AdrianT2099, and I'm working on a comic, a 10-page comic with Cassidy Blonde.
Nice.
You can find his stories on Amazon under Point Man Comics. He has 2 issues out now, 2 short stories in both.
That's very cool, dude. That is awesome. Check that out, guys. Now, of course, Mortal V is our moderator, and I'm sure he's on all of this already. But definitely check that out, man. That was Cassidy Blonde, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Point Man.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. All right, moving down here, and Booster, why don't you give us your dick? Oh, sorry, shtick.
I'll give you both, baby. You don't have to ask.
Oh.
Well, I'm Booster Kiwi on the YouTubes and on the Twitters. I can be found all the time, but I'm probably tomorrow going to try and do Booster's very own show again. And people better show up, or I'll cry this time. I swear to God, I was humiliated last week. No one came. I looked like an asshole.
Why do I not count?
You came to the test stream that I did the
What's
night
the plan?
earlier, not the actual show.
Oh.
I'm throwing a tantrum now.
What's the plan, though? What's your plan for
Boosters
tomorrow
for
night?
I don't
What are
know.
you
I'm
doing?
probably just gonna play a
Are you
video
gonna
game
play
and talk
some
shit.
lame
That's what
game
Boosters.
again?
Yeah, he will.
You're
He
a
will.
lame game, you son of a bitch. Sorry,
Someone go
Adrian,
and give
you
some
know I
love
didn't
to
mean that.
Booster. He needs
It's
some love.
okay.
Yeah, it's
I know.
okay.
I
Moving
did
on,
that
though.
show so I get
He really,
attention.
he secretly loves me, Chester.
There you go. I know. There's no secret
he's-
to it at all. Of course, we have Eric Hawkins. Go ahead, dude.
Hey, you can find me on Twitter, of course, at ES_Hawkins. I also have a Kickstarter going right now for the second issue of the Zombieful World of Oz, where I've funded already, but I'm, I still got almost a whole month to go yet. So I'm only $89 for my second stretch goal, which I tell you right now is a metal trading card. Go out there and check it out. It might be something you like. It's the Wizard of Oz and zombies and a grown-up sexy Dorothy.
Yeah, and Dan, have you seen Eric's comic book? This is his second one, actually. His second crowdfunding on this Zombieful Word of Oz. Have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't.
It's pretty
I have
cool,
to
dude.
check it out.
You might want to check him out.
Definitely have to check it out.
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty cool. I love his concept. It's a really cool concept, actually. A lot of people do stuff with Oz. You were talking about the Odd, which is Liefeld's Oz take, right? But I like his idea. It's pretty cool. You should check it out, man. But all right,
Thanks.
thank you very much, Eric. It is neat looking, dude. Yeah, the idea is really cool, and some of his character designs are really epic too. Anyway, moving on here, we have another person who has a project going on as well. Jason, man, have at it.
Oh, me? My
Yeah.
turn? Yeah, sorry. Whoa. Yeah, please go and back the comic book I'm currently illustrating with writer Nasser Rabadi. It's Secret Comics Presents, and I think it's on the screen right now. Yeah,
It is. It is.
We only have 12 days left, and we're only 43% funded, so we need a lot of help to try to get to our $6,000 funding goal. So if you would, please take a look at it. You just go to www.secret-comics.com. There's samples of the pages there. You can see some of my art and read more about the comic. And there are plenty of goals and tiers available, including original pages from the book. You can get head sketches from me and other cool stuff. So just go to secret-comics.com and please help us get this book funded.
Yeah, no,
And
guys.
also, Hey, also, I did the back cover for that book.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's cool, dude.
Yes.
No, guys, definitely go check this out. I mean, it's a, it's got Jason, Jiminy Cricket's amazing art in it, dude. It's absolutely epic. So please go check it out. It's a really good looking book, really good looking book. And get eyes on it, get eyes on it. So thank you very much, Jiminy. Moving down, we got JD. JD.
Yo, this is JD, the Comic Otaku. You can buy my titles at www.indieplan.com/comic. Okay. Is that a dash
Hyphen.
or?
It's an underscore is the word.
No,
Underscore.
that's a hyphen.
No,
That's
I'm
a
talking about the
hyphen.
Indie
Just
Planet one.
that's a
think it's a
hyphen
question
and
mark.
underscore goes on the bottom.
Hyphen.
Do not
Okay.
mislead
Right here.
JD.
It says www.instagram.com/comic_otaku_press. Bite
That
me,
doesn't.
you
I was
bitch.
looking. I was looking at the
Okay.
Indie Planet one
Okay.
above it. I apologize, Chester. I was looking at the wrong one, and I was wrong.
You were.
I
Okay.
apologize.
Yeah.
Otaku press
You piece of shit.
and thanks for saying the Instagram one, guys.
No,
Okay,
I'm
and
happy
my
to
YouTube.
accommodate JD. You know I am. I'm a
No
loving
problem.
person.
No
Loving.
problem.
Lots of
I'm
love in
trying
my
to.
heart. Yeah.
Okay. I can be
He's not
found
from
at
North Carolina. He's not affiliated with them.
www.youtube.com user JD Dishman. It's an old
We can
account.
see them, JD. You don't have to read them all out. It's all right. And we
I
have
know.
we have one of the best moderators in the world, JD. Mortal V is on that shit, dude.
Mortal
Trust me.
V is
He is.
spectacular.
He is spectacular, dude.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair
Hey,
enough.
news announcement. I have 14 votes now.
Yay! All right, guys. Let's move down here. We got One Doom Rabbit and the absolutely epic Pennywise, dude. That is freaking beautiful, man. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice work.
So are you awake? Are you still awake, Rabbit?
Yeah. I'm just laughing at your shit. It's fucking hilarious.
All right, go ahead, dude.
You can find me at One Doom Rabbit and Instagram and Twitter. That's pretty much it.
Awesome.
I do more Instagram, I suppose, than Twitter. But
Well, are you going to be working on a project anytime soon?
I've been thinking about it, but I've been trying to work on my album at the minute, so there's a lot going on.
Yeah, well, one thing at a time. That's how you get it done. Yeah, cool.
I want to. I've got ideas and I've got stories written and characters designed. It's just recording and mixing an album just takes forever.
It does. It does. Yeah, no, unfortunately. But it's fun time though, man. And it's kind of cool. We haven't really taken much time to talk about music on the show, particularly the creation of it. I wish we'd do more because that's something I know quite a bit about. But anyway, happy to have you,
So
dude.
start a show about music then. Chuck.
Yeah, well, cool. It was fun. I'm looking forward to Lord of the Rings.
You're okay. All right.
Next
Pixel.
week.
Next week. No, we are doing next week. Isn't that's right? We are doing Lord of the Rings next week.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings next week.
Pixel, do your job. Promote stuff. Pixel.
Hey, it's me, Pixel Trainer. I love Jordan Quoted Fan Edition. It's my baby. Well, you can find me on Pixel Trainer, and I code and I code things.
And don't forget Indie Crom.
But I usually play a lot of World of Warcraft, so I'm too busy.
Thank you, Pixel. That was wonderful. Moving on, Zach.
Zach Bradley.
You can find me on Twitter at Zach_DV, and right now my project Golma is still live for 3 more days. 3 more days.
Yeah, you got it funded though. That's good. So you'll be able to get it made. Yeah, and it's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous, dude.
Well, it's mostly done.
It's beautiful art, dude. Beautiful.
I'm having to deal with finicky artists. Just kidding. Because I am the artist.
You are, yes. Flaky.
I'm terrible.
Dude, but it was a good idea for you to go back and do a redesign. Because it looks so much better, dude. It is really spectacular. Yeah. Anyway, that is awesome. So the good, the bad, the rest. Very nice.
Oh,
All right,
I forgot to show everyone this artwork I did.
No, that's okay. You don't have to
Not too late.
apologize. No problem. It's all right. All right. Let me show it. Okay, there it is. Who is this? Go ahead, tell us.
Striker. He's featured in Tacoverse issue 1.
And he works for what North Carolina agency?
No, he's a mercenary.
He's a
But then
gotta
he
read the
works for
story.
Bojangles on occasion if you insult their chicken.
Oh no.
Probably true.
Probably is true. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for coming in here. This was a lot of fun. We had a great guest on today who had a lot to share, and it was interesting to hear lots of the stories. And he's most certainly welcome back anytime. That was good fun. But we're going to go over to Mr. Fraga, and he is going to end the show for us. So, Dan, take it away.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, seriously, thanks for having me on the show. It's been a lot of fun. Really fun telling stories and checking out new art. It's always a pleasure. Meeting new people, new artists, it makes me feel supercharged knowing that there's other people out there like me because, in school, you only had so many people that were doing it, and now I get to meet people that are just as excited. The books I want to talk about really quick. Pandemic by your boy Zach. We got Through the Woods and City of Venus by Vinny. You got Captain Love by Mr. E. Drew. Magic Cop by Zaid Comics. You got Door Kickers, Wrecked Planet, Johnny Phantasm, Replicator, Blood Hunt, Six Gun Gorilla, and of course Black Flag Pineapple Perception. So we're all out there crowdfunding, doing our thing, and it's good to see your guys' books too. I think we're in the middle of a renaissance, guys, and
We are.
it's very, very exciting to know that we're going to be able to create. We are creating with freedom, be able to bring people the kind of stories we want to read, and take pleasure in doing what we do. I think it's a wonderful time to be in, and it's been an honor to be on your guys' show, hanging out with guys, like-minded individuals. So thank you very much, and namaste.
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 Namaste. Claps for Mr. Fraga. Claps for Mr. Fraga. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, thank you all very much. That was a lot of fun. Do keep in mind we're off for the next 2 days, but if you do want to come over to the Pontificators on an RT Bears show, Zach and I, of course, are two of the Pontificators. So we'd love to see you over there tomorrow. But other than that, we'll be back this Sunday for TFT Symbology. Don't miss that out. Conspiracy theory in the house. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. But yeah, later, bitches.
Aloha.
Peace.
Bye. Go back to the comic events. Available till May 12th.
Saddest damn cat in the world there. No, we're not off.
Well, no.
Are we now?